We don't condone the use of any illegal substance or any illegal activity. This video is intended for instructional and educational purpose only. Watch at your own risk. Viewer discretion is advised.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And they got it with a green leaf sway. See bunnies rolling up, we light it our way. Mr. Get got the bombs, we puffin' all night. Talking cultivation, yeah, we're feeling alright. Light it up, feel the vibe, let it be known. Garden cultivation, network, we on the scene. Rolling that green, living out the dream. Shouting about the strains, how to plan it right. Join us every week, yeah, we light up the night. Wednesday to Friday, we keep it alive. Cannabis talks, everybody's feeling high. Sharing secrets of the grow is a sacred art. In this cultivation game, you gotta play your part. Keep it real, keep it tight, watch the plants grow. Garden cultivation, network, we on the scene. Rolling that green, living out the dream. Chatting about the strains, how to plan it right. Join us every week, yeah, we light up the night.
Yo, yo, yo.
Happy Friday.
The happiest Friday ever. The happiest Friday.
Yes.
I only had work
Did
2
you have a
days
good
this
week?
so I mean, yeah.
So that's
I
always a
mean,
good week.
your first week back from holidays is never a good week, but it was a good way to kind of ease back into it because it was only Thursday and Friday, so as bad as
Yes.
I could say it would be, I got nothing to complain about.
That's
How's
always
your week been?
good.
How's your week been?
It's been pretty good. Kids have been gone for a few days. They're with their dad, so it's been nice and
Quiet?
quiet. Got to do some cleaning, get all the Christmas shit put away finally.
Yeah, well, the Christmas shit in your house gets put up in like
Oh my
November 1st.
goodness. And it's not because of me.
Halloween's over, Christmas time. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
thanks. Yeah, Thanksgiving. Who decorates for Thanksgiving too?
Valentine's.
I
Oh,
forgot
everything.
Christmas.
Everything.
So, no,
But
that's
with
cool
that
though.
being said, it is show your grow tonight. So if you have a garden and would like to come on and you're new, there is a link pinned, I believe, at the top of the page.
I
All
haven't
you
done
have
it
to do
yet,
is click
actually.
it.
I
Oh.
haven't even sent the link to the chat yet.
Once the link is posted, you could click it and you will be brought into the backyard where you will then be brought on. And just a reminder, we are also on Spotify under Garden Cultivation Network, where you can find all of our Wednesdays episodes. So last Wednesday, or this Wednesday that just passed, whatever, last Wednesday, we had Jay Blaze from Organically Blunt. And
That's a good show.
his story was very interesting, yes. I definitely recommend to check it out. There's a lot about him that he reveals that I personally didn't know, and I think it makes his story so much more inspiring.
What was the
And
what was the most surprising thing that he said to you? Like, what was the most
oh god,
surprising thing that, like, what was one of the things that you went, that's crazy. I didn't know you did that, or
um,
whatever.
so there was a few, but I think the one that sticks most to my mind is that he worked behind the scene as a cameraman for America's Got Talent, I believe it was.
Yeah. I
American
think
Idol, American.
I think it was America's Got Talent. I think it was
Yeah, so that was pretty
he was a
surprising, which
photographer or
is
something.
awesome.
He worked
Yes.
he took pictures or video or something. He worked behind the scenes for that, which is pretty crazy, really.
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
And
I'm
next
working on this.
next week we have Mark from Perfect Gardens.
Drops of Balance. That's the
Drops of
product that they
Balance.
do.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's gonna be if anybody's interested in water or soil, this is the guy. We
It's a
get
water
Bobby
or soil
Boucher.
guy.
We got Bobby Boucher up in here. Talk about some fine quality H2O.
We got the water boy coming.
That's right.
So that
Oh,
should be
shit.
a very fun episode. I personally don't know much about the product or the person, so I think it's going to be a great interview and a great way to get to know him.
I think honestly, I think he's somebody that has a lot of passion for what he does. So I think it's going to be another Wednesday like last Wednesday where we say introduce yourself and then it's 10 o'clock.
Last Wednesday was
It
hard
very
not
well
to
could be
have
like that.
tears. Definitely
Yeah,
a touching story.
it
All
was.
of our guests have touching stories. And speaking of our guests, congratulations to our cultivator of the week. Dun, dun,
Yes, yes.
dun.
Okay.
Rolling up the pride, the community's yours. Every bud you nurture, it opens up doors. With the fire in your heart and the grind in your hands, you elevate the scene like you're making plans. In this garden of dreams, you rise like the sun. So here's to you, cultivator of the week. With every single strain, you got us feeling weak. Thank you for the love, the knowledge, the bliss. In this cannabis game, you cannot be missed. Shine bright, keep pushing through the haze. You're the unsung hero in this green world maze.
So congratulations to Mini Cannabis. I believe it's Mini. Sorry if I messed it up.
If we're mispronunciating that, then
Please let us know.
mispronouncing that, let us know, definitely.
But
'Cause
yes,
we can
definitely
read your name, but I don't know.
congratulations.
It's like Ganix. I get called Gannicus, Gallicanicus. Who
Yeah, so
Gannicus.
congratulations to them. They've been a big supporter from the start, and we are very honored to have them join us. They're always in the chat, and
Absolutely, yeah.
yeah, we
And
really
it's
appreciate
a
the both
husband
of
and wife
yous.
duo. It's a husband and wife duo.
Yes.
So we got some questions that we asked them, and they're on our Instagram page. So feel free to head on over there and check that out and give them a follow because they don't have a big account, but they should have a bigger account. So make sure everybody in here, we have 44 people in here right now. So go give them a follow.
You know what to do, yes.
Spelt
And
the
if you
exact
are
same way
not
as what
on
we had it up there.
Instagram, but are on Discord, we do also have the answered questions over on Discord in our Cultivator of the Week notes.
And the perfect segue for this.
Come with me now. Come with me now. Afraid to lose control and caught up in this world. I've wasted time, I've wasted breath. I think I've thought myself to death. I was born without this fear.
We're gonna get hit with a
So yeah,
copyright from
that's
that. I just thought
perfect.
of that right now as the song was ending. I was like, God damn it. We're gonna the minute this live ends, I'm gonna have to go snip that out. I know it already.
But yes, we are on Discord.
I just thought of that
The
after I
link,
played it. I
one
was
of
like,
our
God damn.
mod squad will be posting the link in the chat because we do have a question on what is the link.
Oh
And shout out
yes.
to the mod squad
J-Rads will
for,
probably post that in the link for it, or post that in the chat, not post it in the link.
yes.
Can't speak today. And then we got one more little surprise.
We
We
do?
talked about this already on the show. Once a night we get weird on this show.
So we got two
And
more things to talk about.
And our good friend Huey, Legal Alien, he likes to tell us the weird news. So we thought it would be a kind of a cool idea to have him, instead of coming up here and telling us the weird news, we'll get him to record a video and send it, and then we kind of fuck with the video a little bit, and here we go.
The ship has landed. The truth is out there. This is a weird news report. Scientists have developed the first carbon-14 diamond battery. A team of scientists and engineers from 2 British institutions built the world's first carbon-14 diamond battery that has the potential to deliver low amounts of power for thousands of years. According to the University of Bristol, the battery uses carbon-14 encased in a manufactured diamond to generate power. The radioactive decay of carbon-14, more popularly known for its radiocarbon dating, increases electrons or releases electrons, which then captured by the diamond structure to produce voltage.
There you have it, folks. Weird news with our good friend, the Legal Alien.
Yes.
And he's legal, by the
And
way,
one
so
last
don't
thing
forget that.
before we jump into our gardens. Once we do reach 500 subscribers, we do have a giveaway. So if you can subscribe, like, and share, and at 500, we'll be giving stuff away.
Yeah, we will. Yes, we will.
As a basically thank you for being here, for supporting us, and yeah.
And we are
I
going
think
to advertise it on Instagram, but it's not going to be done anything to do with Instagram. So in order to win, it won't be enter a contest, enter this, blah 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 blah. You gotta be here to win it. So when we hit the 500, you guys will all know. We'll say it on fuck yeah, I'm working on it. Um, we will announce it on Instagram that we did hit our 500. So when we do announce that, we're gonna try to do it the Friday after, unless it happens on like a Thursday or a Friday. Then it'll be probably the one after that. But we are going to try to do it as close to hitting the 500 as we can. That's why we're trying to kind of get organized now, and we do have some cool cats that are involved. He's one of them. Heigersheim is another one, and we got some other people involved that they're not big companies, but they're breeders, so there's seeds and stuff like that involved. So yeah, it'll be cool. It'll be a fun little. It'll be a fun night. Okay, so I'm just going
yes.
to tell these guys the order. That way.
And with that being said, do you want to throw up the first garden before?
Yeah, you don't have anything else?
No, I think we babbled long enough. People are here to see some garden. Let's show them some gardens.
Yeah, they don't want to see us. Fuck that.
I want to see some gardens.
Garden number 1. Are you ready?
Happy Friday.
Hey guys,
Mr. Larry B.
How are you?
what's up?
Oh, now I can see better.
Did you see it?
Hell yeah, we
We
can.
can.
Is the light too
Is it
bright?
chop night? No, it's
Is that too
perfect. Nope. It is perfect.
bright? She's not ready.
She's not ready yet?
No, I gotta have at least 25% amber.
Yeah,
Oh.
you like the
And what it-
heavier amber on yours.
For my paint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And tell me one more time, because I can't 100% remember, but that was the juice crossed with something else. Was it the White Widow?
Mountains and that genetic that Candy gave me that was medical,
Oh,
and
right.
she was smelling when she first grew. She was skunky, and now she was smelling last week like garlic, and I don't like garlic, man. But it was good smoke on that. But now she's not smelling like garlic, just pure gas. I mean,
Well, that's
she's
all
really
right
putting
then.
up the gas because she's turning color.
It
She's
looks
turning
really, really
purple.
Yeah,
nice.
I'll get a nickel bag or a
I
dime
love the
bag out of
color.
her. Yeah, she's turning, but she's really dank, really gassy, and she's
Nice. Yeah.
just tight buds, real tight buds. That's because of the
I re
molasses and sugars.
I really like the color on there. It's got a
Yeah,
nice, like, on camera, it almost looks like a pinky red, like a pinkish color of red.
yeah, and purple. There's purple in it.
Yeah.
It's good. Good color, man. It's no. It's when you know she's starting to ripen out. She's
Yeah.
getting
Yeah, it
ready.
looks
Yes.
really nice.
Yeah.
Nice. What are you smoking on
Okay.
tonight, Mr. Larry B?
I have no idea, but it's weed.
Well, that's good.
That's all that matters, right?
And my lighting been moving out on me. Thanks. Yeah,
Oh shit, that's fun. I'm glad you're smoking weed at least.
yeah, absolutely, dude. Absolutely.
Nice. Nice. Right on,
But
man. Yeah,
she's
so you think sometime between now and next Friday she'll be ready? Couple
I
more
will wait.
days
I
or
will wait till Friday for you, bro. But when I cut her
nice.
down, I'm gonna reveg her. I'll show you
Oh yeah?
how I do it. Yeah, I'm gonna reveg her because I like the. I don't like that gar. It's still got a garlic smell, but
Hmm.
she's gonna be good smoke. She'd be a good
Yeah.
wash too.
Nice. Now if you touch those,
Yeah, she's
is
doing
it
good,
like
man.
oily or is it kind of grainy when you touch that?
Like
Like when you touch
it's
like
like powder
the
because
yeah.
it's so dried out.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh
I
God,
gotcha.
it's so good. Can't get enough of
That's
that,
how
can we?
it's always how you can tell a grower because they're walking around smelling their fingers all day.
Yep.
Grower grows good like
That's right.
that.
You can always pick a grower out because they're walking around like.
Yeah. I went into the store and people were like, God, he smells so good.
I know. I always love going to like the grocery store or the mall, wearing the same clothes that I just trimmed in for like all day.
Oh,
You go somewhere out in public and everybody looks at you. You smell like a fresh weed farm.
that's good.
Yeah. You always get like the husband and wife couples in line at the grocery store whispering to each other, pointing. Funny.
I hope everyone had a
But
good New Year.
absolutely, man. I hope you did
Yes.
too.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Nice. That's good.
yeah. I'm here to see some other people's plants, so guys, let's show your plants, man.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, we got quite the full
You
Yeah,
backyard.
guys,
So
you
we got a
guys
little
see
bit of a
mine.
lineup back there.
I mean, I'll get a
yes,
dime bag out of her at least.
All right, brother. Well,
yeah.
thank you for coming on. We always appreciate when you bless us with your presence.
Yes, happy growing, man.
Happy
Happy
growing to you too,
growing.
and happy New
Absolutely.
Year's. And I'm glad to see you again so early in the new year.
Okay, guys,
Yes.
take care.
All
You
right, later,
too.
brother.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye bye.
All righty.
Beautiful garden.
It is. Yeah, he's got some skills. That guy.
He does.
He'll tell
And I
you
love how
differently. He'll be like,
similar.
I just water.
I love
I
how
don't give it
similar we
anything.
grow when it comes to outside. My outside
Yeah.
grow, not my
Yeah,
indoors.
you kind of grow that way as well. Little different, but there's a lot of
Yes.
similarities between how you guys do it. A lot of poop. A lot of poop.
A lot of marsh. Just everything in a marsh.
Yep. Somebody was saying in the Discord, I believe, because you were explaining to somebody about your way. And if they're in here right now, I'm sorry I don't remember the name. But they were saying something about there was a field that they were using marsh soil on, and like 1,000 years later, it's still growing better on that field than anywhere else around there. And I
Yep.
don't remember where he said it was or who told me. So I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter what the words that are coming out of my mouth right now. 'Cause I don't really have any of the info. But if you go to our Discord, you can read that whole conversation,
Yes.
and then you guys will know firsthand. So yes, are
Are
you?
we ready for? Yes. Let's do it. You're reading my mind.
Let's rock.
Happy Friday.
We
Happy
got
New Year's.
Azz Farms. What's going on,
What's
brother?
going on, guys?
Oh, you know,
How's it going? Happy Friday.
we up here chilling, looking at some
Look
beautiful
at
gardens.
those.
Nice.
Everybody had a safe New Year's, I'm assuming.
We're all
Yes,
here,
I did.
so
Actually, I had a pretty quiet New Year's. Really, I don't really like to party too much anymore. So
Yeah, I don't either. I had one drink. I did the Friday night or Tuesday night show that we call Fru's Day because it's our Friday on Tuesday with Gigi on New Year's
yes,
Eve, and we hung out and had one drink
nice.
over there. But I don't really drink,
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a
I
smoker.
popped in there. I popped in there on. Did she do it Monday this week? She did it on Monday this week, didn't she?
That was the previous week for Christmas because
Oh,
we weren't
wow.
going to do it on Tuesday. Yeah.
I feel like I'm behind. I think I actually did pop in there this week though.
I think
thought.
you did pop in for a hot second on New Year's Eve. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did. I did. That
But
was
yeah,
when
so
Debo was sick.
Beautiful.
what was you saying? I'm sorry.
That was when Debo was sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
doing
I
the
did
duck
pop in
races
there.
and stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we're, like you said, we're Black Ass Farm. No rainbow room tonight. So we got Soulfire Stramata that I'm growing with Mary from Grow and Grind, ACL Wolf, and Farmer T. Got two of those.
Nice.
Got one of the Terptomaniac clone that I took from the rainbow room. It was just going to be a throwaway. And then we got a James Loud. I'm calling it Swept Clean. That was a soap and ZBX cross. That came from either L or Rue one and some seeds that I won. And then the Green
Beauty.
Point Scout Snacks. I won those too, but I got them from Silly Mike on IG. That was one of my first wins.
Nice.
Nice.
So these two over here, the Stramata, that have the white tags, they're just about ready to flip, to be honest. They're already starting to show sex. I'm not seeing it on the other ones just yet. I seen one, I think, on another. This one back here is the Terptomaniac. That was the one I was going to throw away. And then
I'm
this
so
is
glad you didn't.
right,
Looks so
100%.
good.
And then this is the yellow one here. That's the Swept Clean. That was the James Loud. And then the
Nice.
Green Point, man, they are uniform as shit. I know nothing about these genetics. I know that some people's had problems with them before, just doing research. But
Yep.
who hasn't had problems with some sort of genetics everywhere? I
Absolutely.
feel like. But so yeah, those four are pretty uniform in size. The one in the back here kind of leaned forward. It was really kind of weird. Got some branches growing up underneath the other ones over here.
Oh yeah.
Kind of crazy looking.
I had one when I was growing outside. It all wanted to just go straight up the stalk. Like it had branches on it, but it literally just grew straight up. So I had to keep bending them out to keep it away
Yeah,
from
like
the main stalk because it literally just wanted to grow in one bunch.
yeah, it's
It's crazy.
so the way these look, it almost reminds me of a carrot. the way the top of a carrot comes
Oh,
off.
yeah, yep.
Do you see
Yep.
what I'm saying? And that's the way all
100%,
look.
yes.
They almost all look that way. It's kind of weird. I think this one isn't as bad, but yeah, it was a little weird. But like I said, I've never grown their genetics before, so we'll see, man. You know, had to give them a
And
try
who-
at some point.
And who was
Rainbow
that
Room's
one?
trucking along. A little better view, I think, on the tablet down here.
Beautiful.
Nice. Yeah, they're
Those legs, eh?
I can zoom in a little bit. But yeah, it's trucking
Nice.
along over there. And then we can go downstairs and see the newest additions.
hell yeah.
Ooh.
We got new additions. We got New Year's babies.
No, what's his name that used to sing the new edition? Bobby Brown? No Bobby Brown?
No Bobby Brown.
Not a whole lot to see.
Now we just say
Just,
no Diddy.
Leave Diddy alone. So then we got the new stuff that I started. We've got the Dirty Bird
Leroy
genetic
Brown.
that I'm running. What was that?
It's a downtown Leroy Brown.
Oh.
Mikey in the chat said that.
Oh, okay. So we've got the Dirty Bird genetics that I'm running for 333's Dirty Bird genetics contest, North Atlantic seed.
Nice.
Got 4 of those. So I've got the 2 up front, which are I believe the Lover's Moon. Yeah, Lover's Moon. And then I have one of each here in the center. I've got 2 of the Salty Pickle. I had 2 that didn't pop in the can. So I had to put some new ones down. It's like they popped, but they didn't want to come out. It was like they were trapped. So I tried to do some surgery on them. One of them might have worked out. We'll see.
If you ever want to know about doing seedling surgery, just talk to Bunny because she's always in there fucking pulping them.
You know, I just don't want to lose the seed. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it sucks to lose a seed, man. So
it does.
Pay good money for a lot of them, you know, and you just don't want to lose them.
Yep.
Yes.
But anyhow, so this one right here, these white ones those are Dirty Birds too. These are the heart-shaped lunchbox.
Okay.
This one right here was a late one that I put in with the Salty Pickle, but it's really deformed, like really bad. This is another one I had to coax. It had the helmet head, and I got it out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Where did you get those tags?
They usually
Amazon.
bounce back though. I've had a few I've had to do that and I messed it up where I like cut off half the leaf and they grew back pretty good.
Right. And see, that's what I was saying with this one. I don't know if you can see it that well. I'll put it back, but so I've got these are my little measuring cups that I measure all my nutrients in. Since they're clear, I just use it to cover to the dome. But you can see,
perfect.
It's kind of perfect. Yeah.
That was the whole inside of the seed. So there wasn't even a shell left on it. I basically took the white inside, the meat, and put it down in there. And it's kind of acting like it's trying to do something. I'm afraid to touch it, so I'm going to leave it be for now.
Yeah.
Let it go. See what happens. The worst case,
See
it's
what
gonna say,
happens.
fuck you. Fuck you,
Right.
good. I'm not growing.
Right. Like, fuck it, you know. But, yeah, so that's what I decided to do. So, yeah, I've got my Dirty Bird competition going on. I'm pretty stoked because I could actually win something from North Atlantic doing that. So, I mean, my actual first win if I did.
You'll win from them. Name something you haven't won yet.
Oh, man. So there was this light. No, I'm just joking. I can't be greedy because that light that I've got upstairs, literally I won at the beginning of this whole thing on IG, from Metagrow. And this tent, this light right here, like is side to side of that tent. Like I won that. I had a Mars Hydro that was supposed to be for a 3x3 in here. The one that's in the 3x4 downstairs.
Is that the light that Dr. MJ Coco is always talking about? It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a 700 and I think it's 745 watt. They don't even have their name on it. It's probably some other company and they just, distribute it basically. But I'm telling you what, man, it's it's rocked it. I mean, you guys have seen the harvest, so.
Yeah.
And then I
Oh no,
recently had.
they're nice lights. Like I know Hemp with Gigi. He was working
Yeah.
alongside with Dr. MJ Coco and the Happy Gardener and all those guys.
Yep.
They were all kind of like working together and they were helping out with I can't remember what it was called. They did like a sponsoring program through Dr. MJ Coco.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember off the top of my head. There's a lot of things I'm not remembering tonight, but I can tell you bits and pieces of the stories. But I know Hemp with Gigi was always pushing those lights, and he's got them in his grow, and his fucking plants were always gorgeous. I haven't seen him in a bit, but he was always using those lights.
Right. I mean, for the money, I mean, if you're going to buy a cheap light, why not buy a better cheap light? I feel like,
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
because you might be able to spend that money elsewhere, upgrade your your air filtration or whatever, and maybe get a better light later on, but just get a really good, decent light, now. So,
Yeah.
and I actually added recently the IR and UV bars that I had on my Mars Hydro. I put them in up here just because these were so short. I figured with the extra red, it would stretch a little. Man, it didn't get much, but I mean, it evened them out amongst the four of them. So.
Nice.
And then I was actually, you guys were talking about what we were smoking on. This is some of the.
Look at that.
This is some of that Romulan that was downstairs in the tent that looked so much like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it all needs trimmed up. It's still got that farmer cut on it.
That's all right, though. Like I was saying the last time, I think I think it was the last time
She's
you were on, or the last
frosty.
time you were at Black Azz Farms. You were saying the same thing, and I said, well, honestly, like when it's just for us, like
Right.
it doesn't really matter. You take off the big fan leaves and give it a quick little trim on some of the smaller stuff, and then who cares? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's
you talking about
frosted
smelling
up.
your
It's
finger.
covered in trichomes, so I mean, it's like,
Ooh, smelling your fingers. Goodness. Somebody needs to do shirt laundry.
Can't wait for that again.
yeah.
Man, that's the thing.
I
Like
know.
right now, I've got like 6 different strains here, and I'm like playing eeny, meeny, miny, mo, picking what I want to, smoke. So it's kind of
We
funny.
got 3 strains right now, and they're like, they just
Oh.
popped out of their seeds today. So I'm excited.
Good. That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, I won't
I
be
like
growing
seeing
for
the
a bit.
babies and stuff. So yeah,
I gotta take a little break.
Yeah.
it happens every once in a
But
while.
yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I guess I'll jump off for the evening.
All right,
Well,
brother.
thank you
Thanks for
so
coming
much.
on.
We appreciate. Yeah, we
Absolutely. I
appreciate seeing your garden.
I appreciate being able to come on. Congratulations to the Grommy of the Week, or I'm sorry, Cultivator of the Week. Force of habit.
I still do it
That's
too.
okay.
Like, Bunny, we gotta pick some Gromies of the Week, and she's like, it's Cultivator of the Week. Oh shit.
I'm sorry, I'm a little loud. I'm sorry. There we go.
No. What was the one a little bit over?
Oh,
Yeah,
that
one.
All right, guys.
Oh shit.
I appreciate you guys.
Have
I'll
a
see
great
you
night.
Wednesday.
We appreciate you too. Yes.
All right, guys.
Absolutely, man.
Later.
All right. You have a good night, bro. Oh.
You want to just keep rolling? We seem to have a pretty busy backyard.
Yeah, we will.
What were you saying?
But I was saying I'm taking a little bit of a break because I'm gonna be moving in a couple months.
Yes, I
And
know that is so exciting.
I've already harvested my autos. So like March, April is the projected move date. So I don't really want to start something and be like have that race against time to be finished or end up having to move plants that are like this big. So I just said,
exactly.
now's a good time to break everything down, get a good clean on it, get things packed, put away, blah 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 blah. I see you
I'm
back
really
there
excited.
waving.
I'm really excited for this run because I'm running ILGM. So I love growing marijuana seeds, and it's the first time growing them. So I'm excited to see what they do. And of course, my outlaw. I always have my outlaws in my photo when I do photo runs. I try to sneak one
Obviously.
or two in there, anyways.
Yeah. You've always got the outlaws somewhere in there.
I try, yes.
Yes,
All
yes.
right,
All right. We ready to rock?
ready to roll.
Ooh. Let's let's roll then.
Happy
friends.
Friday.
Happy Friday. How are you doing?
Good, thank
Good, man.
you.
How are you? Do you have a
Doing
good New
really
Year's?
good. It's snowing like crazy outside, which I'm not happy about that because I want to grow outside right now, and you can't do that in the snow. So that's the thing.
Well, you could try.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
I
Don't know if
I
it's
had
gonna
that one
work,
little bitty
but
plant. I had like one accidental plant that was in a pot, a flower pot out back. It was probably about this big. There was one little bitty nugget, and it lasted until December, or the second week of December. Until like this first snow, really, it just killed it, and now it's dead. I was gonna say
yeah.
I wanted to see how long, but I didn't do anything to it. I didn't water it. I didn't trim it. It was probably about this big, and like I said, it had one little nugget on it, probably about that big. And but yeah, it just died. So now my
So you
outside
got
flowers are
the Larry B. nickel bag.
yeah, right. Yeah. I felt if I harvested it, it would like just shrink up to nothing. And I didn't have a
Yeah.
one hitter, so I didn't want to. I didn't want to harvest it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all right. You can always take some like resin and make a resin cube out of it or something and just like encase
Oh,
it
I
in
should have
resin.
done
See
that.
see how
Preserved it.
see how
A
long
lot
it
of people wanted me to
lasts
re-veg
for.
it, and I didn't want to re-veg it, so I should have preserved it. Put it in
That would have been cool.
like a little
A
crystal
revenge on that
block.
would have been kind of neat too, but
You're crazy. But this is my garden. I'm thinking about, well, because I don't know if I could take these three plants another 5 months in here. I think that would be, I think it would really be a lot. So I'm going to clone these three. And that way I have two of each to put outside. And
yeah,
then flip these to flower.
that's a good
I
plan.
don't think I'm gonna put these three in. So I got the lemon G. Plus I really want the lemon G. I want to taste it. I want to try it out. And if I
Yep.
try to wait until August or October of next year, I mean, I think I'll be sad. So the lemon G is definitely gonna get flowered. I'm only worried about the tropical cherry over here. Let's see if I can get it. The node spacing is like 3 fingers or more on every one of them. So
Yeah.
I know this one's going to be super stretchy already because
Oh,
like
yeah,
this one
I
here,
see what you're saying.
I mean, it has like, I don't know, 2 or 3 nodes for 3 fingers. You know what I mean? So with
Yeah.
that one
yeah.
there, it's kind of like halfway between. So I'm worried about that one really taking off and then getting out of control and then pushing my little light out of the way. So I definitely need to do something with it. My plans aren't going well because I tried to keep them small, and I don't know how to do that. I don't know if anybody in chat
Apparently.
could help me on how to keep them small because I got them in low light. That's like half strength on 65 watt. And then I really don't water them so much, so I don't know. So I still got to keep them healthy, right?
I got a feeling
Yes. I don't try to
that
keep mine
Yeah.
small.
So
I
it's
try to get mine big so I can't help that.
right. It's like
I got a
counterintuitive here.
feeling I got a feeling that when you were trying to keep them small, Herb was in there in the middle of the night making sure that the lights were up, watering them.
Right? Yeah. It probably was.
That's my
Hmm.
theory behind the whole thing. I think he was just fucking with you the whole time.
But he's gone now. He disappeared. He took his weed and my bowl and disappeared. So he's gone now. So, but these are looking beautiful.
Oh yeah.
This whole
Yeah,
seed.
Eisenterp was
Yes.
saying a few minutes ago that he loves your scrub skills.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. I
Yeah,
I've watched quite a few
oh,
videos. Hello. Yeah. I've watched quite a few videos. But this like 10 years ago, before there was a whole lot of like I'm trying to think of I watched a lot of Bubble Man's World, but he was on like washing for the hash.
Yeah.
And then there was another one.
BC Bubble Man.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was another one I can't remember that I used to watch, and he was like a scrogger, and that's where I first learned it. And I took a 2x4 tent. This was 10 years ago. I took a 2x4 tent and I put one plant and I had 65 tops on it. And I got probably, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 ounces off the whole thing because they was all really small. They were done off of like little attachments like this here with the cord running. Right? They was done off of all those and CSLs. Not a real light like this. I didn't even have halogens. But yeah, they was so like larfy and real. I don't know, but I was so proud of it.
I'm not
nice.
gonna lie. I may have done one of those grows like 10 or 15 years ago.
Extension cords and
in my basement.
Yep.
With like attachments screwed into it. It was like a fire hazard. Like it was a perfect example of what the fuck not to do. Or you're gonna burn your shit down 100%. So like after I did the first one and only got like a quarter off of it, I was like, okay, that's enough. I can't risk this.
Yeah, so it was probably about a month after we harvested that first one. We had like 65 plants, like nowhere. There were like no flower room. It was just plants like all over the basement. And his wife, because they wasn't in my house, my wife was not going. No way. But his wife, she was okay for a minute, but then she was like, yeah, this is illegal here. So you guys are going to stop now. So we had to kill them all.
Yeah.
That was a lot of plants we had to put in the compost pile that day.
Well, it's funny because like when a couple years ago, when I was with my ex, she had no idea how many plants I was growing. And she said the one day she just happened to look at my Instagram and went, what the fuck? And then next thing you know, she's down in the grow tents looking at them all going like, I had no idea you had this many. And I'm like, what do you think I do down? You think I'm down here for 4 or 5 hours at a time working on one plant? Like,
just one of them, right?
down here?
It's like
I'm down here farming.
Right, it's like Lay's potato chips. You can't just pop one. You gotta have
exactly. But like we're only allowed to have 4 here recreational, and I didn't have 50.
How many?
But I had upwards of 50. We're only allowed 4 recreational, but I had like upwards of 50, like somewhere in the 40s.
Oh wow, yeah,
so,
yeah. That was it was quite a lot back then. I haven't had that many this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only had. I think it was. I think 13 was the most that I had, but I like real quick. I've made sure I've kept myself under the 12. But here lately, I've had less than. I think I only have 8, and I'm just cool with that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed this here.
Your space and just kind of like you figure out what you need.
Yeah.
And as long as
I could put
what
4 plants in here and cover it, but I put 1 plant in here and I covered it. So it only worked out like that because I didn't have a place to put this plant while it was in veg, and so it just kind of got like really really big, and then I was able to put it in here and scrog it out, and it was you can see like this branch here, it goes all the way out here to the edge and up to the top.
Crazy.
And the same thing up back here. This one here goes all the way to the back, into the back corner there. So yeah, these bottom branches here was long, big.
That's crazy. Look at how many branches too. That's fucking.
I was trying to count them earlier and I got lost. I got lost it.
And I love how well it responded to you cutting it in half. Like,
yes.
Yeah, I cut like 18 inches off of it. Let me see if I can get up
like
there.
I'm not gonna worry. I'm not gonna worry. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little bit worried about that when you were like, I cut that right there. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, I left a little nub on there.
But that's a big chunk.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was I don't know. I guess you'd say like one of those moments where like the adrenaline's going, and I kind of had to do it. I had no other choice, so it was like, well,
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see if it works.
Yeah.
But yeah, I left that nub on there so it wouldn't split down. I mean, I might have split this branch here.
That's a good tip for people too. When you are topping, don't like you can do it however you want, but I like to do it exactly how you just showed there. Leave the little nub on the end because then it's less likely to split. Once
Right.
you
Yeah,
start
because
bending branches
it'll
and pulling them down and stuff like that, like
right.
you're putting so much pressure on the stalk, right? Like they just split wide open like this, turn it into a Y. So if you leave that little nub on there, it's not
And like this one
it
here,
still
he comes
can
all the way
happen, but
out
it's
here.
less likely.
So it has all
Yeah.
that weight. There's a bunch of branches that go up. So yeah, it has all that weight rolling down on this side, and then that one there goes almost all the way to the edge too. So it has a lot of weight. So yeah, leaving that nub on there will kind of give you a little bit of insurance. So it'll split right down the stalk.
Nice. Yeah, looks good, man.
And she's looking pretty. So
friends.
this here is the mother plant. This is the Northern Lights number 5. And I wanted to show you, this is the clone of the Northern Lights number 5. And see the difference in the leaves? I think I have, and see how it's not yellow, it's just light green. And it's light green evenly throughout the whole plant from top to bottom, the whole thing. I think it's a sulfur deficiency. I don't have enough sulfur. It might be a nitrogen. And feeding it magnesium with a little bit of nitrogen source isn't a bad thing. You know what I mean? To double up, you know what I mean? Because you don't really know. You don't want to give too much nitrogen. You want to kind of give it a good magnesium, or I mean not but Epsom salts. And that way you get the magnesium and the sulfur. Unless you go straight sulfur, but that's.
If I had to guess, I would say nitrogen.
Nitrogen. Even though it's just even throughout the whole.
Take a guess right now here on the spot, I would say nitrogen. But I would do more research on that before you take my word for it.
Well, yeah. So I went. What made me think of it was Debaco University. I thought this was I'm like, oh, it's just a clone. It's going to be a little lighter or whatever. And I was watching a video, and I had to pause the video and come in here and look. And he said that if it's nitrogen, it's going to be lower leaves first and then work its way up.
Starts on the bottom.
Sulfur is just going to kind of like lighten the whole thing as a whole. And that's kind of how it is. You know what I mean? Even the new growth, old growth, everything. The sulfur.
Yeah.
But this is a crazy contrast.
And that's why I say, even if somebody tells you something and you trust what they say, always do your own research after that as well. Just to double check, because like if you take everybody's word for it that tells you, you're gonna have a calcium overload, CalMag overload for one. Then you're gonna have extra nitrogen or not enough nitrogen, or you're gonna be flushing when you don't need to. You know what I mean? So it's always good to ask around, and then it gives you a spot,
a better understanding of why you're doing it.
Well, it gives you a starting point at least, like, because you might look at that and just go, "I have no fucking idea what this is." But if you ask,
I thought it was normal. I didn't even think anything was wrong. Yeah, I'm like, oh, it's just a light green.
Common answers, then you can start looking those specific things up and start kind of like weeding down the options. You know what I mean? And
right.
Then you can pinpoint exactly what it is. So
that's what I'm doing now. I had put Epsom salts when I transplanted. It wasn't a smaller pot, so I up potted it and I watered in heavy with Epsom salts, and then my next 2 waterings I'll do Epsom salts. But if I don't see a change by then I'm gonna do a nitrogen rich brewed tea, and I'm gonna put that in there.
You can also you can also do an Epsom salt foliar spray, which will be.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Your leaves.
Because that'd be quicker
right away. Yeah.
Yeah.
The soil drench is pretty quick as well, but I mean, a foliar spray.
Yeah, it'll take a week or so.
It's gonna be a little bit faster.
Yeah, foliar spray. All right, I'll do that. Yeah, because I got a foliar spray my tent over here, this one over there, my potassium bicarbonate. I'm gonna do an IPM powder mildew. But potassium's a good thing for your flowering plant also. Plus, I don't want to put no type of chemicals on it at all. Like I don't want to put this on there. I don't have an infestation, so I don't want to put the. I mean, even though you can.
I was gonna say they say you can spray Lost Coast almost right up until the end. But
Yeah, and then you can
I'm
spray
not
Organoshield
a fan
also.
of. I'm not a fan of
This
spraying
off
anything
gas
in
is
flower if I can
pretty
avoid it.
quick. Right, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm just going to try and avoid it. I'm only going to do this here. It's food grade potassium bicarbonate. It'll absorb and become plant available into the leaves. And then when I do my bud wash, this will come right off. It's not an oil base or anything. It's just a salt base. And I'm only going to do it once at week 4 of flower, and then let it go after that, I would say.
Sounds like a
But
plan.
she looks beautiful. Looks
Yeah, it
really
does.
beautiful. But it's so
I love
thick.
when you open the tent and you just have that like flat canopy. I love it.
So I haven't really had the opportunity to have that kind of like that smell kind of hit you in the face, because I never had this thing hooked up before. So
Right.
like my outside of my grow room would kind of, or my lung room would smell the same as inside here. But now this here, yeah, I definitely get what people were saying now when you open that tent
When you
and
open
it's just
it,
like
yeah.
the smell, stuff like that hits you.
Yep. You get that punch in the
The-
face of the like that pungent cannabis.
yeah. A lot of times I just sit here and stare at it. I'm just crazy amazed.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it looks really good. Looks really good. Nice work.
I wish I can like zoom in and get some
Yes.
really good like trichome shots, but I can't. It just goes blurry.
Yeah.
Yeah, not even putting a hand back there. All right.
If you try going in on the flower and then slowly backing out with your phone. Sometimes it'll focus, sometimes it won't. Yeah, maybe
Almost.
almost. That's
Not quite.
that's a closer
Beautiful.
They're
up.
pretty far away. But I do have like a little tip burn here, little bitty. But other than that, I think it's just temperature. But I did fix the
It's either
temperature of
that
my water though.
it's either that or you're like right on the verge of too much nutrients, but you're not too much, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
It's
so
like
I've backed off of
you're
the Statch
pushing them.
blend.
You're right on it, but you're not quite over the limit yet.
That's what I was told.
Eisenterp
Yeah.
says you out scrog Northern Scrogger, just saying.
Oh no.
Oh God.
You
Don't
just
say
set
that
up
too
Northern
loud.
Scrogger. He's got a lot of
Don't
beautiful
tell him.
plants. Yeah, don't say nothing. I actually
Yeah, he does.
I had got some flack when I first started posting on Instagram. I got some flack from very enthusiastic, loyal fans of Northern Scroggers telling me that I was doing it all wrong. I needed to go watch his videos. I grow boof. I had to block a few people, but
Yeah.
after that, then I didn't know
mean-
anything about him. So then that actually got me hip to him. So I went and watched his videos, and I'm like, oh, this dude is cool. I love it.
Yeah,
You know what I
he
mean?
is.
I love
He
some of the
knows what
knowledge that he drops, and
he knows what the
Yeah, I
fuck
mean-
he's talking about. That dude's been
oh
scrogging
yeah,
for
for
a
sure.
long time. So, and that's
Yeah, I'm only
his whole
1
thing.
year.
He wants people to get better than him. That's why he's out there teaching it. If he wanted to keep all
Right,
that knowledge for himself,
exactly.
he could just hold on to it and tell nobody. But he's out there. He's got
Yeah.
Scrog School. He's got Muskoka Grower is his apprentice for this season. So he's
Which I actually want
trying
to
to.
go through the Scroll School. I'm
You
gonna take
should.
that course, and
You absolutely
just so I
should.
can
If scrogging
maximize
is
this and
something
get
that you're
real
interested
good at
in,
it.
that's the dude to
Yeah.
watch 100%.
For sure.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
He's
for
he's
sure,
definitely
man.
cool. But I mean, from some of his disgruntled fans, is the reason why I know of him. And then I went and found him, and then I found AC Infinity like in the same day, which I thought that was pretty cool. And then it just popped that up to like all the content creators that I was already watching, like the boys from the Stash and
Yep.
Yes.
Strange Show and a couple others. They started, talking about AC Infinity and stuff. So. But it all comes together, pretty full circle.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And you can even go back and watch their 1 year anniversary show where we were actually made it a guest appearance on. We got invited to go and be part of their 1 year anniversary for
Oh
the
really?
AC Infinity After Dark podcast that they
Oh
do.
okay.
So we actually got to go hang out for their 1 year anniversary, which was fun.
That's sweet. Yeah, I'll have to go back and look at it.
Hmm. Yeah, there was a lot of giveaways that day. Thurgood probably won all
Right.
of them.
But
So
if
yeah,
anybody's
it was
wondering, I
cool.
go underneath a 650-watt Vivison bar style
Yep.
LED, and this is a 3x3 grassroots. It's a take and bake Clackamas Coots living soil from Build a Soil, and I'd say
Alchemist
these
Coots,
two
the
buys
fucking
is
masters
probably the
themselves.
other than the genetics. I'd say these two buys is the most well expensive cost up front, but it saved me so much money in the long run. Because this is like, I think it was like $600 for the dirt and the soil, the 90 gallons of soil and everything, and then it was like $450 for this. So almost $1,000 just in the two items. But
Yep.
this saves me $300 a month in not buying cannabis. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
that's with the $100 that I had to put a month in on the amendments and electricity or whatever. But still, the home growing still saves me a lot of money, and it saves me my mental health too.
Oh, for
A
sure.
lot. A lot of times when I'm feeling
It's
down
a
and
great
out and in my head,
it's a
I just
great
come down
place to
here.
unwind.
Yeah, I just get lost in the sauce and I mean, smelling my fingers. I mean,
Oh
I
yeah.
don't do that. It's like now I could start here in a minute. These will start smelling really, really good. And I'll
Oh
be
yeah.
able to start smelling my fingers.
Back to Clackamas Coots. Have you watched any of his stuff or read any of his stuff?
So I think I've watched almost all of Jeremy Buildasoil's videos, but I haven't actually went back and watched anything of Clackamas Coots.
Yeah, go back and watch him
Um,
because he's the master behind it all. So
yeah, it really got me into learning um, about biology in a whole within completion. Because even once you start learning about the root biome within the plants, you learn that your stomach biome is exactly like it's our root biome, and
yep,
our enzymes and stuff like that's in our body that break down nutrients for ourselves is kind of quite the same as how
yep,
this happens in the dirt, and I mean how this would get its nutrients, and the symbiotic relationship between all of that. To me, is kind of like it showed me that there is a God, some sort
yep,
of a creator, because I don't think all this symbiotic relationship between all the bacteria and the fungus and the worms and the plant and us and everything just accidentally, I don't care how much time you give it, just whoops, everything just come together just
yeah.
so equally, and kind of, what I mean, the give and the take of just the whole thing. I think it really signified to me that there's kind of like a concrete creator that actually did
Of some
formulate it,
kind. Yep.
because to me, I don't think it could just accidentally
It's
happen.
it's not a coincidence. Yeah.
Yeah. So something had a
Yeah.
hand somewhere. Uh,
Nice.
so
I
yeah,
was
it
gonna.
gives
There
me
was
hope.
something else I was gonna say too. No, I'd have to go back and look up his actual name because I think he switched from his screen name, I'll say, but a guy that used to go by the name of Tourette Grower.
Okay.
I'm gonna have
Yes.
to go back and find him. I think he switched his
Yes.
account to like his actual name. If you want to learn all about that, exactly what you were just talking about, that's the guy that you want to learn from.
Okay.
Like
Trek
fucking mind
roller.
blowing shit comes out of that guy's mouth, and you just go,
Right.
"Oh my god!" Like I'm talking to like he goes out and takes a bite of his soil mixes because it's
Oh
good
wow.
for his gut. It's good for his gut health with all the microbes and everything like that. Like he's literally feeding his gut what he feeds his plants or his
Oh
gardens.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
go check
You
that
definitely got
dude.
to know all the biology and everything
I'll
to feel
try
comfortable
to
eating it.
I'll try to find him now, like not right this
Yeah, for
second, but
sure.
find out what his name is, and I'll try to send you his page if you want to maybe remind me
Oh
about
yeah, for
that
sure.
tomorrow or the
I
next day
love
or
learning.
something. I'll send you him. He's a fucking genius, that guy.
Yeah,
So
I would love it. The
yeah, check him out.
I think I watched Debaco University. I watched. I don't exactly know how to say her name, but it's like Canna Chem. It's like chemistry, but it's Canna Chem, chemist or something like that. But she's a soil biology science that researches cannabis a lot.
Botanist.
I'm gonna have to share her stuff on my Instagram story.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
She's
Yeah, for
pretty
sure.
knowledgeable.
Seeing that as well.
Yeah.
She's doing a lot of peer reviews. She's doing a lot of research on the cannabis hypermesis syndrome. She's doing a lot of research on how that it is, where it comes from, and whatnot. That was pretty cool.
Cool. Yeah, I'll trade you my guy for your girl.
All right, yeah, for sure. Yep, that'll work.
Nice. Another one is Flora Farms as well.
Flora
He's another
Farm.
one that's very much like Direct Grower. Like he's a living soil dude, and Floro Farm, FLORO Farm.
Okay.
He's on Grandmaster LED show once in a while. Like he's part of the panel over there with BC Bubbleman and Spartan Grows and GML and Charlene Paul, Preston Bjornson's up there as well. But that Flora Farm dude is like he's a nutball when it comes to organic growing, man. You want to learn some good shit? Go check him out too.
Okay.
You want to know anything about organics? I got a list. So
heck yeah, I'd love to dive into it because I mean the most that I've watched really is Build a Soil, and then some of others, but not so much.
So the cool thing about Build a Soil is they've taken all of these other processes and they've put them into a mix. So you don't have to necessarily know what every single thing does, but some of these other guys that I'm talking about, they're using like composted foods and like making everything that they use. So it's like, it's pretty crazy.
Like super sustainable. And that's kind of where I want to get to. That's the reason why I got worms. I got a compost out back. Because I definitely want to be sustainable.
Flora Farm has the coolest living beds with his worms in there too. So
heck yeah.
I'll get you I'll get you a list of homework to do, buddy.
Sweet. It sounds fun for sure. So, I think these are lavender. Super small lavenders. Nice. A really small lavender that hasn't grown since. So I showed you guys this last week. It was this tall last week. This had actually grown up and like this much in 1 week, and that one still grew that much. Like literally, this one popped out of the seed, out of the ground and grew.
Okay.
And then I don't know what this is. I think it might be a marigold, but
nice.
It's in the lavender cup, but that don't look like lavender.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know if anybody else knows.
Not off the top of my head, not right now, but maybe when it gets a little bigger.
Right. I know this is lavender, and I know this one is. Like this here. So like this would be the type of leaves that it has.
Yeah.
So I got a mystery plant. Who knows? We'll see. See if it comes out and has a nugget on it. I might have to smoke it. Try to. So this is my autoflower. I finally got an autoflower to get a second set of leaves, or the first set of 3.
Nice.
So now this one's going to take off. This one is not. It looks weird. So it's like he's got bunny ears. It's like it's a butterfly. I don't know.
Yeah. That's funny.
It's been like that for a week. So I might get a little bitty nugget off that too.
It's all right. Baby nugget's better than no nugget.
That's right.
I'll switch it up. I'll pull it out of there. I'll use my can, pop another seed.
Yeah.
But all right.
Over you'll use that thing.
They definitely am for sure. So February, I'm popping this, and I'm putting a bunch of plants inside here, so I'll have room over there. I'll
Before you
definitely have
pop
room.
more seeds, you got to figure out what you're doing with the plants that were going to be outside that aren't going to be outside. But I
Yeah, I
think
think
you have a plan for those.
so. I think they might go in here. They might go in here. So I might put one there, one here, and then one like in the center, and then scrog them out like crazy and just mix up all the branches, just lay them over each other and scrog them like went in and out. So I'll have
Cool.
like nuggets of strawberry over here and then nuggets of lemonade over there. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
it'll
Cool, man.
be pretty cool.
Hmm.
I'm just only worried about the one that looks super stretchy. That's the one that might be a little problem inside here.
Yeah.
With the other two, that's not going to be super stretchy.
Yeah.
So it just sounds like
It
good fun.
happens. It
Good
does
fun.
sound like fun. I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. It's good to see you again. But we got a
Yep, I
few more
appreciate it.
people in the background, so we are
We
gonna let you go
do.
for tonight. But
Yeah.
thanks for coming on and Happy New Year.
Stay
And
safe, y'all.
we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Yes, we'll see you hopefully next Friday.
I'll be there.
Bye.
All right, later, brother. Nice, nice.
Awesome.
You want to keep rolling?
Yes, let's keep rolling.
See if I can trick them. Nope.
Not this
Stone
time.
face Glenn.
You can't put the list
Happy
up there. See,
Friday.
that's how I figure it out. Hey guys,
I
Happy
know.
New Year, Happy Friday.
Happy New Year, man. Good to see you.
I'm gonna
Yes.
tell you a little story about my New Year's Eve party. So my buddy called me up last minute and say, I got some people coming over. You want to come over, hang out? We might go to the bar. I said, yeah, sure. It's not far from my house, so I go over there, and we go up to the bar, meet some of his other friends, and we're drinking, having a good time. And I know his one buddy, but the other one I don't know. And I'm looking at the guy, and I got this weird feeling. I'm like, man. I went up to my buddy. I said, man, is that guy a cop? He goes, yeah, how the hell did you know he's a cop? I was like, dude, just by the way he stands, by the way he acts. So,
Yeah.
we keep drinking stuff, and I'm not really talking to God. We go back to my buddy's house, and he's got an indoor cornhole set up. So we're playing, and I'm down at the other end with the cop, and I pull out my dab rig, and I start smoking right next to him. And he goes, man, I smell weed. I said, so you a fucking cop? And he looks at me, and he was like, well, as a matter of fact, I am. I was like, I know you are. Jay already told me, man. And we got to talking, and I told him, I'm a two-time felon, and my buddy, he's a grower. So I'm like, first off, what's he doing hanging out with a cop? But we talked
Yeah.
throughout the night, and man, by the end of the night, we're all drunk as shit. He gives me a hug. He's like, man, I don't care if you are a fella. He's like, you're a good dude.
That's
It was
funny.
just a pretty wild time. Like, I didn't think I'd be hanging out with a cop on New Year's.
They're not
So
they're not all bad, and
smoking
that's
weed
hard
next
for
to
me.
him.
And that's hard for me to say because I've had my fair share of fun with the police, but
Right.
it
I've
wasn't
had it.
until I was
Yeah.
a lot older that I went, you know what? Not all of them are bad.
No,
I've
no.
met two or three in my life that were actually like really actually trying to help people, where the rest 300 or 400 of them were out there trying to just show you their badge and how big their dicks are.
Power hungry.
Other than that,
Oh yeah, and this guy even said, he was like, dude, I never messed with people with weed. He's like, you know how many crimes I see being committed because of weed? He said maybe smoking and driving and transporting weed, like not even large amounts. Just he's like, people aren't getting shot over weed. They're not getting robbed over weed. I'm not getting calls,
yeah,
about weed dealers. So even he knows.
yeah,
Um, yeah, there's bigger problems. It needs to be not just decriminalized and medical. It needs to be federally legal. It just needs to be just legal. The only
yep,
reason it's not is because they can still make money off of it. So
y-
but
yep.
yeah, man, it's a pretty wild time, man. We had a good time on New Year's. It was a good time to
Nice,
hope good things for the new year to come. So
absolutely, man,
you guys want to see what's
absolutely.
going on in here?
Hell
Yes,
yeah.
please.
Holy shit,
Get
we
this
got
all
Earth, Air,
switched
and
around.
Fire in the chat. What's up, brother? I haven't seen you in a long time.
All right. Whoa. I gotta be more careful when I open that. I forgot how big they're getting.
That's
They're
the thing
nice
with
and
some of those bigger
green.
tents. When you unzip them, the door wants to suck into the tent.
Right, yeah. And then I've got,
Mhm.
this stuff back here and I've got my fan set up back. But yeah, most of you got the Dr. Pepper here. And
Nice.
that one's looking really, really good. Got some tops. I might even do some training on it tomorrow before I water it. We'll see. Maybe
Nice.
get these,
Feels nice.
maybe bend these down and get these middle parts growing up. Get some more tops before I flip it in the flower here in a week or two.
I'm gonna try to bend them all
Uh,
down. You see how you have the two that are a little bit shorter there? You got the three on the
yeah,
one
yeah.
side that are almost the same height, then you got the two that are a little shorter. I
Right,
would
right,
take
yeah.
the taller ones and I would just bend them down just to the same height as those ones and just
Yeah.
open it up, lay
You
them
talking
out
about
so that
this one
they're the
right
same
here?
height.
Yes.
Yeah,
Bend that
that
one
one, the
down
one
right there.
beside it, and then they're like in a triangle. I would
This
bend
one,
those
yeah.
three to match the
Yep,
other
I
ones,
see
and
what you're
then I would
saying
just let it
because
be.
yeah, because this one's being covered up here. Like I was either going to do that or because I don't like taking off both sides of the fan leaves. I mean, that's your
Yeah,
power station. So I always like to leave one on the side. Like I took this one off to open up the middle and get more
yeah,
light. And I probably wouldn't even have to do anything. These are probably going to grow up to that height here in the next week or so anyways. But, just in case.
yeah.
And
If you
then
knock those down just a little bit, down to the same height as the other three or four that you got there, then
if
the
I
ones that
bend
you
it
bent
right,
over will start to curl up, and then they'll all start kind of coming up at the same pace. So they'll
right.
be roughly all the same height all the way up.
If I
And
get
if
it
you
right
gotta
here,
adjust
that
one,
I'll
you
have
can.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tops then instead of just the one. So yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I like to do the training. I mean, you could tell this is the same thing. This is a Dr. Pepper also, but I did more training on it. You see how many more tops there are on it? I topped it a bunch
Yeah.
of times and then I tied it down early on. But I mean, it's so bushy. I've been taking out leaves here and there, but even inside, look at all the tops in there. Like, it's just they're everywhere.
Yeah, it looks good.
So yeah, those are doing really
Nice.
well. Well, just a little bag. I don't know what this one's doing. This is a weird little plant here, but it's just a bag seed. Um, just seeing what happens. This also is a bag seed. It's the same strain. And then so is this one. And this is the one that I was trying to figure out what was going on, if you can see.
Mm.
And then the lower ones, it's starting to turn brown on the outside. And like I said, I think it was just too much nutrients because I realized I was feeding it the fish fertilizer, the regular nutrients, and then I was giving it plain water. So I think I should have been doing water in between the nutrients and the fish fertilizer. I think I just burned it up with nutrient or
Yeah.
with the nitrogen a little bit.
And you're using that Alaska fish fertilizer, right?
Correct. Yeah. And then when I just gave it I gave it water and silica the other day. I gave it its first feeding of silica, and as you can see, the new growth, it's nice and green. It doesn't have that fading on it. So maybe that was the problem. I'm
Do
thinking.
you
Um,
do you ever do
any
any teas?
suggestions? I
Do
do
you ever
not,
do
man. I
any?
need.
No. I was gonna say that fish fertilizer, I don't normally use that as one that I'll just like feed my plants just for the sake of feeding them, unless I'm run into some kind of like a nitrogen deficiency, because it's an
Right.
instant organic nitrogen fix basically. And
Yeah.
so what I like to use that one for, that one's really, really good for like building the microbes in your teas and stuff like that. So I like to add that to like a worm casting tea. You mix the two of those together, dude, in like 6, 7, 8 hours, you're gonna have that thing's gonna be foaming over the top. Like it's gonna be crazy. Like I got a couple videos, I think, on my Instagram page where I show that.
Yeah. Okay.
And if
Well,
anybody
yeah. I
wants, if
mean,
anybody wants my recipe, they can just reach out to me and I'll
and that might help neutralize
share the
the
knowledge.
buildup in that soil also. So yeah, I'll have to check that out for sure.
Yeah,
For sure. So
they
yeah,
definitely work really, really nice.
here's the Lucky Charmelade, and it's doing amazing.
That's a really popular one right now. I see a lot of people growing that
So
It
Lucky
I mean,
is.
Charmelade.
Yeah.
I even broke it right here the other day when I was moving it into the plant. Broke off one where I topped it. It's still looking all right. And then there's my bonsai right here. This one I bonsaied on purpose. And these two were accidental bonsais because I fucked them up. But as
It
you can see,
happens.
they're coming back.
Yep.
I mean, they're nice and praying and turning nice green color. Same with this one. This is the Sunset Sherb. Um,
Nice.
and that was a pH problem in the soil. So, but yeah, all of them are doing pretty well now. With this new light, I always said that 1,000 watts for a 5x5 was overkill, and I was completely correct about that. I've got it at 50%,
think
and I don't ever see me able to turn it up to 100%. I
right.
put it to 75, and I woke up in the morning and all the leaves were curled, almost in half like canoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to be careful even doing that during flower. I'm gonna have to raise that light all the way to the ceiling if I want to pull that. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna have
Are
to.
you able are
Uh,
you able to adjust the red on that light? Just out of
um,
curiosity?
no, I'm not. It's a full spectrum, but it's got the IR. It's got the extra IR in there. I mean, you can
Okay.
see that, right? You can see the
Yeah, I was gonna
red
say
kind of
Yeah.
it
glaring off of that.
looks like a lot of red. Like you look at my light, or not necessarily my light, but like a lot of the lights that are out there, and they'll be like every other one, or like like the reds
Right, right,
are spaced out a lot more. That to me that looks like a lot of red, but I mean I'm also not like a light genius either.
right. It's
So
the Man, I couldn't even tell you what the specs are like offhand, to be honest with you. But
yeah,
yeah, I'm really happy with the week that I've had it. The growth that I've seen is phenomenal. I mean, it's just, and with the
And
extra
they're
red, I
beautiful
haven't seen
too.
stretch. I haven't seen a lot of stretch. Like as you can see, like these are growing all nice together, bushing. I mean, they're doing just
which
fine.
tells
So
which tells me right now that your light is set pretty good. You don't need
right,
to
right.
Yeah.
turn it up
And I just
anymore.
raised
Like
it
if
up.
it's not stretching, they're happy right where it is.
Exactly, exactly. I just even raised it up because they were curling up a little bit, more than I liked, and I raised it up about another 3 inches, and they're just, I mean, as you can see, they're happy. Like they're all just sitting pretty.
You honestly, you could probably bring the light down if you wanted to, and then just turn the light down a little bit. But
Yeah.
Like I
pulling it
said,
up
I've
like
got
that,
it at
if
fifty
you haven't
percent
seen any,
already.
but if you haven't seen any stretch, then I would just leave it right where it is.
Right, right. And with the 50%, I'm not using as much electricity. Like I
Yep.
said, when I flip it into flour, I'm going to maybe gradually um go up to the 75,
Increase
like
it.
maybe turn it on
Hmm.
75 about I don't know, maybe for a few hours a day, and then turn back down to the 50%, and then go up to like maybe 6 hours a day, and kind of gradually work it up within a week or two,
I think what I would
and get
probably
it.
do, what I would do personally if it was me, and what I do actually do when I'm trying to up my light a little bit, I'll bump it like 5% each day. That way it's a little easier to control. You go up 5%, you go to bed, you wake up, your leaves aren't curled, nothing's burning up, and then
Right, mine can
so
only
you
go
let that run on there for
25%.
24 hours, and then turn it up a little bit more, 5%. So if you got to change it over that 25% over the course of say a week, that's not that bad.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you're easing into it, and then it's not like you're going on to go from 50% to 75% for a few hours and then bringing it back. Like you're dialing it up a little bit and leaving it. Dial it up a little bit, then leave it. Keep doing it a little bit every day or every other day or whatever kind of thing. And then for me, it's just a little easier to monitor because a lot can happen in
Yeah.
25%. As you know, you were burning them
Yeah.
the other day, and then
Right.
you dropped it
Right.
down to 50, raised the light up, and they're happy as shit right now. So
Oh yeah.
And
I
see, and that's
prefer
just
doing
it.
the
I would have thought that like any light that's above 800, like 800 or above, you should be able to increase it gradually in increments. This one I can only do 25%, 50%, 75%,
oh, okay. I see.
100%, and 125%. And like I said, I don't think I'll ever even get up to the 100%. So
Oh
Yep.
god.
yeah, yeah. So
Yep.
that's
Blue
why I said I
nose
got to be
grows.
careful. I've got to use the height, and the percentage to kind of dial it in.
Yeah. Blue nose grows says lower the light, dial her down, less power.
Okay, cool.
You'll save even
Sounds
more
good.
power, but the plant will realistically be getting the same amount of light. You know what I mean? Bring
Right.
it down
Yeah.
Yeah.
closer to the plants, turn it down to, well, I guess if you can only go 25% at a time, you don't necessarily want to
If
go
I
from
put it at like,
50% to 25%.
I mean,
Yeah.
shit, man, I got it at almost like 30 inches right now, maybe even 35 after I moved it yesterday. So yeah, if I moved it down to about 15 inches, maybe even 18 at 25%, that would probably even work. It's just I'm trying to get them in ready for veg or for flower.
Yep.
I'm getting ready to flip them in a week or two, so I kind of want to keep the light at the strength it is and kind of be bumping it up instead of turning it down. So I don't
Yeah.
know. I guess I could do it either way. I could lower it and then bump it up to the 75%. Um,
It seems to
I'm
be
still
working
playing
the way
around
you're
with it.
doing
It's
it. So,
new.
I mean,
It's just with this light, it's heavy as shit, man. I've got 4 different pulleys, and I've got 2 sides exposed. I can always pull it out from the wall. It's no big deal. It's not heavy, but it's still a pain in the ass. So the easier it is for me not to have to go all the way in, remove the plants, adjust the light, the better it is for me. So
yeah.
um,
I would
yeah,
leave it
yeah,
exactly how you got it right now. It's working.
yeah. For
Everything
now,
looks
yeah.
happy, healthy, and
Right.
like you said, just start dialing it up as little as you can, kind of thing.
Mhm. Yep, just get them kind of
Nice.
used to it. But
Turn it halfway,
yeah,
turn it between the 50 and the 25, and then fucking stick some tape on that knob so it can't move.
man, I could probably. I'm a pretty handy guy. I could probably put in a dimmer switch myself, to be honest. Probably wouldn't be that
You can
hard.
probably
Just
get one
solder a
that
couple
like
of wires.
interrupts it, you know what I mean?
Right. I could
Yeah.
Like
probably get like an extra
you plug the
piece.
cord into it, and then you plug a cord from that into your plug. Maybe you can get
Oh
like I
yeah,
have.
yeah. You can buy those. Yeah, that's you know
Yeah,
what? That's a good idea. That's what I'll do. I'll buy one of those. You plug the light into that, and you use that for the dimmer. Right. Yeah, I'm
yeah.
sure. I
So you
know they
turn the
make
light
something
up to
like that.
100%,
Okay.
and then use that dimmer to dial it down and up.
All right. That's perfect.
It's worth a try. I think you can get them for pretty cheap too.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah. Probably go to Home Depot and find one.
oh yeah, fuck, you can probably get them at Home Depot. Home Depot,
Right.
Lowe's, anywhere like that. May any electrical store of any kind. I imagine any hardware store would have them.
All
Amazon
right.
would
Well,
be your
hey,
best bet. You can snap your fingers and have it tomorrow if you want to.
I appreciate everybody in the chat with the suggestions and stuff, and appreciate you guys for your
Absolutely, man.
suggestions. It's always awesome to come on here. That's why I'm not afraid to show my plants when they're messed up, man. If they're not looking the prettiest, because that's
Yep.
when I learn the most. That's how I learn not to do the same thing again, and I get better each time. So
Exactly.
Exactly.
I don't put anybody down for having some ugly plants in their tent. You know,
Yep.
It happens to all of us, man.
Oh my
I
goodness,
dare
yes.
anybody to tell me that they've had a perfect grow because it doesn't fucking exist.
I don't know, man. Thurgood's pretty damn good.
But I guarantee if you ask Thurgood, something happens somewhere in
I'm,
that
I'm,
few months of a grow.
I'm,
Something
yeah,
happens, and it turns out to it looks great. It turns out to be a real nice harvest, but it might not be. There's no such thing as a perfect grow. There just
right.
isn't.
I'm gonna start hanging out with Thurgood a lot more though, and be like, "Hey, you going over to take care of plants? You mind if I tag along?" I want to learn his secrets for sure. But yeah,
Yeah, he
I
knows his
love seeing
shit.
everybody's
He's
plants
real
on
good.
here. Thanks everybody for showing, and keep coming on
Oh
for
yeah,
sure. And I will see you guys next week. Let somebody else get their plants on here.
sounds good, man.
Yes.
Good
See
to
you
All
see
right,
you,
next
guys.
man. And
Friday. Thank you so
Yep.
much.
See you in the chat.
all right, peace, brother.
Bye. So we still got a full backyard, so let's just keep on rolling.
Yes. Let's see if green guy down here is ready.
I'm ready. The green guy's
Happy
ready.
Friday.
Yeah, he
Happy
says from the
Friday.
background.
I gotta have these glasses on now, though. This light's insane.
Right in there. Looks like you got the sunshine in beside you.
What we got there?
Thank you. Outlaw Seeds. Fruit
Ooh,
Nuclear.
Nice. Which
Vanilla.
ones?
Fruit Nuclear.
Okay.
fruit nectar. Nectar.
Is that
Yeah,
what they are?
I kind of
Fruit
figured.
Nectar?
Yeah.
Yeah, fruit nectar.
I
Oh,
think it's fruit
I've been
nectar.
saying it wrong.
That's okay.
Yeah,
Fruit
Fruit
nuclear
Nectar.
sounds
Okay.
cool. I like nuclear. Maybe we'll talk to Tommy and see if he can change the
Switch
name.
it. And vanilla frosting from Humboldt.
Nice.
I just watered them. They were dry and thirsty. And then in the can, I have, thanks to Bizzle 420,
Ooh, nice.
I
Nice.
got Seedsman Autos in there, Gelato OGs.
Nice.
Nice. I always love gelato, man. Almost anything gelato touches tastes so good.
And then some
Some
Copycat.
Copycat Genetics banana pudding. Some S1s.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Damn, where'd you pull
shout
those
out
out
to
of?
Bizzle. Thank you very much.
Oh, you got those from Bizzle, the copycats?
Yeah, I got a bunch more from him. I mean, he hooked me up
Those
big
are
time.
probably
That's awesome.
$5,000 seeds
I
right
mean,
there.
Bizzle hooked me up big time.
Yeah.
Copycat seeds are expensive.
Yeah,
Thug
I
Pug
mean,
Yes.
are good too, man. I haven't seen a lot of people growing Thug Pug lately, but there was a
yeah, the
time
Thug
where
Pugs
they
are
were everywhere. That was like one of the big. Remember back in the day when Thug Pug was everywhere?
everywhere.
Yep.
Pearl Whites,
Everywhere.
regulars.
Nice. Nice. I got some
Yeah, I mean,
copycat that Miss Bunny sent me that I should be popping soon.
You still have those copycats?
Mm-hmm.
What was the name? I can't remember.
you haven't
Something
popped them.
runts. They were runts. No, I haven't yet.
Something runs, yeah.
Why haven't
Pink
you?
runt? No.
Why would you not run them?
Dude, if I showed you my box of seeds right now, you would understand why I haven't got to them yet.
Well, you're putting tents away is not helping you with your box.
Right, I understand that, but I'm putting them away for a good reason. I'm
What's the
moving.
reason? You gotta grow them.
I'm moving.
Oh, you're moving. Yeah,
I'm moving, so
that's
it'll be like in a couple months, so it's gonna be hard for me to like do that race against
Start
time.
one
I don't want
now.
to do the race
Yeah.
against time. Try to get everything done before that and then get everything cleaned and taken down. I'd rather just clean everything, break it all down, pack it away all nice, and be ready to go. That way, once I get to where I'm going, I can unpack all of my tents, not just one, all of them.
what I'm fucking talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
fucking
can't
talking
wait.
about. It's
Fuck
been a
yeah.
long time. It's been a long
I'm
time.
excited for you.
Fucking,
So
I'm excited for the
it's gonna be
community.
fun.
It's about damn time.
I can't wait.
Release the
it
beast.
probably still won't be what it was at one point in time, but it'll be a lot better. A lot better. I'll be able to do more than 4 at a time. Like that's all I have room for. Like I would do more. I did do more here, but it's hard because I have to put a tent in another area of the house and it takes over other people's space, right? So it's like
Yeah.
so when it happens, you guys will know.
Yeah, when you get it all set up and dialed in, it's gonna be
This
awesome.
show, my part of the show will be happening in the same room when this all happens. So I'll be able to just like open my tent, turn my camera around, and we'll be right there. So it'll be a lot better for me and for everybody. I'll be in a much better mood. I won't be so bitchy all the time, you know.
Oh my god. Thank God.
I was waiting for that.
You walked into that.
I know that was the whole point. I was waiting for it. I was hoping somebody was gonna grab a hold of that one.
You set it up.
That's right. That's right. So you just have the one 5x5 rocking right now?
Yeah, my 3x3 is empty right now until well, I got the can rocking right now until that's. I just put those in at 3, you know.
Nice.
So
tomorrow at 3, you'll have plants that are about that tall.
no, but like I'm excited and I got my solo cups ready for them and I'm ready to rock and my humidifier's going freaking full.
Nice.
And, you know,
I'm
I
excited.
want to fill up this bad boy and the plants you gave me, they're doing good. So
nice.
I just want more plants.
I never ran those ones yet. I almost ran those this run, but I never ran those yet. Fruit nectars. That's a new one.
Ha! I'm running some outlaw seeds that Sea Bunny did not run.
That's amazing. I
I
haven't run a lot of the newer stuff because I'm still running the older stuff that they had before.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have it. I just haven't ran it.
Well, you got a box full of freaking outlaw
Have you
seeds
seen her
too,
tackle box of
Yeah.
outlaw seeds? She's got pretty much like a warehouse of outlaw seeds. So
yeah. Everybody share. Let's get to 500. Let's
Yes,
empty out those boxes a little.
She's Outlaw's favorite girl grower.
With you ever seen her outdoor grows? Go check her out.
I have. And then she's like, my plants suck. I can't grow. And then she shows me her outdoor plants. I'm like,
Well, it's the first time I saw you, Sea Bunny, was your outdoor grows.
Nice. Yeah, I like my outdoors.
And
they're easy compared to indoor.
You can't judge somebody's growing skills off their outdoor plants either. Because a lot of times you run into fucking issues outside. You know what I mean?
There's so many things.
Plants always seem to be like this big.
And then wham, a storm.
Yeah. And then the greenhouse will get torn out of the ground and fucking crumpled like a pop can, but her plants are still standing no problem. Nothing wrong with them.
Yeah, that happened this year. That was funny.
What the fuck? A little wind came along.
We had strong winds.
Twisted it up, crumpled it up like a fucking pop can, spit it out over there, but the plants looked untouched. I mean, that's amazing that happened like that. I mean, it sucks about the greenhouse, but it's nice the plants were still good, but I don't
survived. Yeah.
No sense.
No sense at all. But I mean, hey, just goes to show sometimes a greenhouse will protect you. That's another thing. I may have a greenhouse next year outside because I'm gonna have a big ass back here. Stay tuned. It's gonna get crazy over here at the Gannix.
Getting some acres, are we?
Not acres, but more room than I have now.
Well, you're gonna have a greenhouse. You gotta have like an acre.
No, it's not an acre. I don't mean I'm gonna have like a greenhouse that like I can supply a grocery store with, but I mean
I wasn't thinking that either.
Like maybe like an 8x8 greenhouse or like
Like a Costco special.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the
Something
best
like that.
deal to get is those Costco ones. I was looking into them.
Damn right. They're dope. Canadian Tire, I know you guys don't have that, but Canadian Tire is
Uh,
similar to like a Home Depot kind of thing, just like a hardware store.
Mm,
okay.
yeah.
And like they have a lot of like outdoor garden stuff. They have a whole like seasonal gardening area with big fucking um garden center as well. So in the summertime, that's hopping. They always have like deals on greenhouses. I should have bought it at the end of this year, actually. Like they're the end of last
No, you
summer
shouldn't have.
season
You're
is when I
moving.
should have bought it.
No, you shouldn't have. You're moving.
No, I absolutely should have. But then I have it for next season. I probably would have got it for half the
Yeah,
price.
but you would have set it up, and then you'd have to take it down now and
No,
move
I
it.
wouldn't have
And
set it up. I would have bought it at the end of the season when they're trying to clear everything out. Leave
oh,
it in the
When they're
box
on
and then set it
or
clearance.
up when I
really
move.
recently, you should have bought it.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just tuck it away. Even if I was thinking I was staying here, tuck it away for next year, and then,
Yeah.
but whatever. But like you said, Costco's always got deals on everything. So I mean,
Yep.
Walmart, fucking Home Depot, wherever, I'll get one.
Yep.
Amazon.
Amazon. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So my luck on Amazon though, I'd get it and I'd be missing fucking poles and
Yeah, it's hit or miss.
it is. But yes. Your garden's looking nice, man. I'm glad to see you got the outlaws going in there.
No, kind
Starting to
Yes,
show
I'm
bugs
your
by
excited.
badass. Starting to show the
everybody
badass in
else.
you.
They're good. Everybody else's gardens are looking good. I'm trying to get more plants. I need more plants, and I'm working on it.
Yeah, but you're still so new into growing. The plants
Yeah.
that you've grown to date so far is a lot better than a lot of people that I've seen that just started out. And I'm
I'm
starting to see that more often now where a lot of like the
new.
newer growers, because there's so much YouTube content now, there's so much Instagram stuff,
Oh yeah.
whole community that you can reach out to. I'm starting to see a lot of the brand
Oh,
new growers
I've seen a lot of
growing
new
just as
growers
good as
come
the
in big
seasoned
too.
growers. Yeah,
Uh,
that's what I mean.
Luke, uh, he's new. He's got a giant tent. He's doing it huge. Just starting off going huge. It's like holy cow.
Yeah,
You guys
exactly.
aren't playing. I was playing. I thought I wasn't. I got a 3x3 full kit. No, I was playing. Oh,
Yeah, when you're showing up with a 10 by 10
10x10. You
living
got
soil
build the
beds.
soil. There's like 4 of them going on, and like holy
Yeah,
shit.
exactly. Exactly. But yeah,
Yeah, happy
you
Friday,
got
happy growing.
yeah,
Share,
Yes.
you know,
Happy
let's
you know what
share.
I'm
Friday,
Let's
and
saying
get.
thank
it.
you
Let's.
so much.
I start saying it and he's like, "Yeah, man,
Oh,
okay,
I
I'm
felt
out
it.
of here."
I felt it. But
Nice.
let's share and get past 500,000. Come on.
Yeah, 500,000. That's the giveaway.
500,000. Okay,
500,000.
sure. Yeah.
When we get to
I was
Let's
like,
get to
wait a minute.
500
I know I
first,
suck
then
at math,
1,000. I
but
was thinking, not 500,000.
Yes. No, I like that. I like that. Shoot
Mm,
for the moon. Let's go for 500,000.
Yeah.
yeah.
Everybody on the planet,
But we'll
let's get
still
them.
do but we'll still do a giveaway at 500 though, just to show our appreciation.
It's got to be a giant one at 500,000.
Oh, geez.
It would be, yeah, for sure. Maybe a 10 by 10 tent. Who knows? Maybe Tyler will win a
Fucking
10 by
with
10
build the
tent when we
soil
hit
all set up
500,000.
and yeah.
Yeah. We'll send AC Infinity to your house to do a Pimp My Grow for for a giveaway at
Pimp your
500,000.
grow.
Fuck yeah. All right, brother. Good to see you again. Happy New Year's. Love the new
Have a good
shades.
weekend.
New
Yeah.
year,
Yes.
new
Got a
year, new you.
bunch new stuff just today from
Nice.
Amazon for growing and getting set up little by little, you know.
It takes time. You can't do it all overnight. And if you do it all overnight, it almost takes the fun away from it.
I got to worry about mouths to feed first before plants to feed.
Exactly.
But it almost
Mhm.
takes the fun away when you just go and buy the best of the best everything right now. You know what I mean?
You can't
I'm
upgrade
enjoying
after.
on how I'm going, like the tent deal and everything. The way I'm going, I think I'm enjoying
No,
it as much.
you're doing it right. You're doing it right.
Yeah.
You started off, you learned how to do it, you got a couple grows under your belt, you upgrade it.
Yep. Yep.
Now
And I just want to keep learning.
you got plenty of tent, plenty of light, plenty of everything.
I mean,
So
I'm reading. I'm
run a whole
freaking.
bunch of grows through that tent. You know, get a couple years under your belt, maybe a year under your belt, whatever. And then if you at that point you want to expand or upgrade the equipment that you have, you know, that's the time to do it. But little by little, like I didn't buy everything I have overnight. You know, took me
Oh man, I can't wait till you get
6 or 7 years to get everything I have. And I don't even show everything I have because I don't have anywhere to put it.
Well, you don't got. Yeah. That's what I was
So
just supposed to say. I can't wait until you're set up again and just killing it.
it's gonna be fun. I need a new light though.
You
So
need
if
what? A new
anybody's
light?
watching,
A new light?
if anybody's watching, I need a new light. I need a light that'll power a 5x5. So if anybody's
Black
feeling
Friday,
generous,
man.
you know. Yeah, I know. I'll have to wait. I gotta see how much room I have and how many
Except for
tents I can
fucking.
actually put up and stuff like that.
For
So
you, it's an extra arm and a leg, though, just to get it to Canada.
that's the problem.
Yeah.
Spider Farmer's actually pretty good with that, though. Honestly, like I deal with Spider Farmer a lot now, and they're pretty good. Like I ordered my light from Spider Farmer; it was there in 3 days.
That's nice.
So yeah, but yes, we're gonna get weird in here.
Hell yeah, Huey. All right, happy growing. Happy Friday.
All right,
Enjoy your
later,
weekend.
brother.
Happy Friday.
You as well. Yes, yes. You ready to jump in?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna bring him on, and I gotta run for 2 seconds.
Hey,
Happy Friday.
What up?
hey, how's it going? I got my Tiki Madman hat. That's one of the things I got from the Rosifa from the Cortez for Conqueror show. That's what
Nice.
that is. Tiki
Nice.
Madman.
Yeah.
Sporting that today. We got
Anna Alicia says, awesome shirt, Huey.
this
What do we got
is
there?
Italian Breeze is what it says. It's kind of hard to see from the glare.
Yeah.
But it's because it's ink. But it's a tester, 1 pack from Big Sexy, or they call him Dank Big Sexy. That's the breeder.
Big Sexy Dank. Yeah, I have a few of his
Yeah.
stuff. I have the sticky mittens or stinky mittens or something like that. A couple others. I can't remember the
I think it
names.
was Stinky,
Well, this-
Stinky Mittens. I think is what it was.
This is a tester.
Yeah.
And then this is from Johnny Can of Seeds.
Okay.
Johnny Appleseed.
It's squirrel's breath and with squirrel tie with land race with Menuda breath.
With
Nice.
which breath?
Nuda, I think he said.
Menuda's breath, yeah.
The Nuda.
It is. So they call it squirrel's breath. And
Nice.
that's a good dozen there. So
Nice.
and these are regular seeds. So my plan is I'm taking if I take 2 of the males, whatever comes out of here when I pop it, and they're going to Kind Buds' ranch. And we're going to call that the Dude Ranch because that's where we're going to bring the dudes. We'll take all the dudes to the Dude Ranch and grow it out there in the woods by his house so that it don't contaminate nothing. Then we're going to get the pollen. And then I want to pollinate a Durban poison, another land race.
Nice.
But the only thing is the Durban poison is going to be a feminized.
Okay.
So that's going to be weird.
I saw Hillbilly Herb in the chat earlier, and 1 year ago from the Last Prisoner project, so not the one that just passed, the one year before that. I had
Mhm.
won a bunch of stuff from that the Last Prisoner project. I'd won a bunch of stuff on that show, and one of the things that I had won was from Hillbilly Herb, and it was 4 separate Durban poison strains, auto strains, and each one of them was crossed with something different, and they all came in this like nice little glass case with a cork in there and everything. He did a really nice job, so
Oh,
I'm
cool.
excited for those. One of these days I'll get to those ones too.
Yeah. I also got some Black Forest F2s, which that would be for pheno hunting,
Nice.
and some another pack of a strain called Straws with a Z.
Okay.
So he hooked me up with and lots of slaps, and I also got some slaps. I'd like to send you some, but you'll have to send me a snail mail address to Canada.
Snail
I
mail.
send
I
you a
will
few
do.
of these, and to the garden, guys.
I'm sorry to tell you, Huey, but igloos don't have mailboxes.
Igloos
Oh,
don't have
Jesus.
mailbox.
You've got more snow than
Okay.
us right
Well, how you
now.
get your ass?
I know I do. It's fucking
Yeah,
snowing right
yeah,
now.
that's what it is. It's
We're cold,
that's
but
why
we don't
he's
have
moving.
snow.
See,
Yeah.
he's moving now because all of that damn cold Canadian air is down here where I'm at.
No, it's never gonna believe me. Yeah, we got like snow squall warnings and everything right now. So
Uh, can you see that pretty good?
yeah,
They're stacked up, and I got some clones there.
Nice.
Durban poison in the back, and that's the Skittles in the front. I'm going to have to turn them around pretty soon, but we've got Cinderella Bunny still. She was supposed to be done in 45 days, and it's been 50.
Still kicking?
And she's
She's
still
stubborn.
don't
Makes
have.
sense.
She's starting to change colors a little bit on some of the leaves, but
what's up, Carl?
Nice.
starting
Yeah,
to
Bunny
change
is
colors a
stubborn.
little bit on the leaves. But she getting a
Just a
little
little bit.
denser, but she's not no amber, nothing, no amber yet. And then these others are this is
She's
the one
looking
I
good.
bent, stretched, and then this one is up on a pedestal that I'm going to have to rebuild. I haven't watered them yet because while the tray's empty, that's when I'm going to do the lifting and moving. And I'm just going to build me another little stool, a little shorter than this one, and lay it down on that.
Nice.
And then here's my new slap board.
Nice.
I see a lot of cool gromies on there.
See the black
Boy.
tape.
Oh
Shit.
boy.
I'm just gonna be quiet.
We had nothing to do with any of that. That's all I'm saying.
Mama told me if I got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. That's funny though, Huey. You and Thurgood, man, you guys crack me up.
So if you missed it at the beginning of the show, we did have a news segment called Weird News with Huey. So if you missed that, definitely go to the beginning of the show and check it out.
Yeah, it's going to be a weekly thing, and we're going to get ahead of it and have backup. So if something happens along the way, somebody's computer's out or whatever, we're ahead enough to still handle that.
Absolutely.
And so it works out great with you editing it the way you're doing it, because I can keep the file small and send it to you like I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And
I'll talk
if
to
I
you.
put that beginning and end on it and all that stuff, it'll just make the file bigger. So
Yeah, you just make the video, I'll do the rest. But
right.
I got a couple ideas, and I'll just talk to you about it in DMs or whatever. But a couple things
Right.
that
Yeah,
might
I
make it
think we need to
easier
get the
for
sponsors.
you as well.
Mention the sponsors in there.
Yeah. At that point, I already had the video made, and it was already in StreamYard, and I was at work, and I was like, I'm not doing that right now. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so,
Well, that's just
but yeah,
it's improvement. That's all. That's room for improvement. That's all that means.
absolutely. It was the first one. So, but it saves me from putting you on the spot when you come on and say, "All right, Huey, tell us the weird news of today," and then you got to
It
think of something
it,
on the spot. At least it
it,
gives you
it
a
looks
chance to
it looks more
come up with something.
professional. I think people will enjoy it more. You get more requests for it. If it brings more viewers in, it's something to attract them,
Yep.
and something that our sponsors can say, "Hey, you know, they're getting our message out." So
Yep.
that's
I
the
think it's a pretty cool little thing, and
and it's exclusively
it's
on
only
Garden Cultivation Network.
you've seen it here first, folks. Right here, GCN. It happened here first. Everybody remember that, because there's a lot of firsts that I see around, but that happened here first. Weird news, GCN.
Right.
But yeah, no, I think it's cool. I think it's fun. It's a little something to kind of break things up a little bit, and it's fun. I think people like it. I like it. So
It it's easy to do. I think I can get you 52 of them within a short span of time, and you just get you a thumb drive and just pile them on there, and then
yep,
pick them out as you need them.
yep. Well, I got lots of space. Don't you worry. Lots of space. I'll have a separate file just for legal aliens weird news.
Groovy,
So
groovy.
yeah, man.
Well, we're
As
gonna
long
have
as
to
you're
move
having
on and
as
let.
long as you're having fun doing them, then we'll keep doing them because I like it. And if you're having
Yeah,
fun doing it, let's keep doing it.
I have to be patient and wait for and selective about the stories, but there's some good ones and there's some so ones, and I think if I wait and not hurry it, I'll get a lot more of the good ones. You know,
For sure.
the things
Yeah.
that are not only cute and fun, but also interesting. You know.
Yeah. And the weirder the better. The weirder the
Yeah.
better.
Well, I mean,
You know what I mean?
diamond encased radioactive material to be used as a battery. It's pretty weird. Thought that was weird enough.
I think that's weird.
Oh,
I mean, it's
sure.
pretty creative, but it's weird at the same time, you know? So, yeah. Keep them coming, buddy.
Okay, well, we're going to get some more Gromies on here, so peace out.
Yes, yes. All right.
Well,
Peace out,
thank you
brother.
so much. Have a great Friday. Love that.
All right, we got one more in the studio.
We do. Not sure if he's ready or not.
I'm not sure if he's ready yet either. We'll know in a second here. We'll just keep blabbing away until I see his camera turn on, and then we'll.
There we go. We
There
are
we go. Look at
ready.
him. He's like, fuck that. I ain't letting these fuckers blab. All right, you ready?
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Happy New Year's.
What's going on, brother?
Happy New Year's.
How's everybody?
Doing
Great,
good.
thanks.
Glad it's a new year.
Love that view.
Got Buddy Weeds in the chat. What's up, brother? We met him in Toronto, Bunny and I. Super cool.
Yes.
Dude. Love
I
to
was
get
just
him on
about
here
to
one day
say.
to show some stuff, but I don't know if that'll happen or
Oh,
not. We
yeah.
got to see some of his stuff. He showed us a bunch of pictures on his phone and stuff like that, but he's not big into showing it to the world, so that's okay. I respect that. But he was a super cool
Right.
dude.
He
Got
is.
some nice
Awesome.
hash. Got some nice hash from him too. You got to have a
Yes, it
little
was really
sample.
good.
Yeah, it was very
That's
good.
great. Always good to
Sorry,
have a little
boys.
good hash brown. Oh, you
Yeah,
good?
it was nice. I just saw him in the chat. I had to say what's up.
No worries, no
So
worries. I'll listen.
what do we got going on in the Lowe's Grows
Warehouse.
sanctuary of plants?
I was finishing up watering. Just got to finish up 2 more rows, but I'll get to them in a second.
What do we have in store for 2025?
These I'm waiting on 2, and then we're gonna flip this room. Waiting on these 2 right here to
Beautiful.
get some cuts off. As soon as this one comes up and this one gets good and cut, we're gonna
What are the
heavy
canopy red?
defo and flip.
Beauty.
Gorgeous. And as usual, they're so happy. They're praying.
No. Lowe's can pick a plant up and be like, this one's been unhappy for a week, and pick it up, and it's like, oh, that looks better than any plants in my garden.
Yeah, right.
That looks happier than my plants. What do
This
you
is
mean?
going in the trash.
Oh yeah, I got a trash can full before I got on here.
Only the
My
strong
poor heart.
survive
Yeah.
in Lowe's Grows. Nice.
Love that. Beautiful.
Nice.
If I can get in here without breaking
Green.
it.
I just love
Yeah,
how
that's a,
much how you just have them just fucking crammed right in there. Like,
There's no room for anything else, that's for sure.
no,
well, I
you
mean,
got about that
throw a
much
couple,
give.
you can throw
The
a couple
only
solo cups in
thing,
there in the holes, but other than
yeah.
that,
The only thing I don't envy is all the watering.
Really not that bad. Once a day for the 1 gallons. And the
yeah,
solos. Everything I do is really once a day.
but but there's 3,000 of them.
Just 1 or 2.
Just one or two.
Turn it down a little bit.
I shouldn't
I love this
say
tent.
numbers because it's
All the
not really
different
3,000.
colors.
And these are mine.
Gorgeous.
It's funny how you just pointed that it's like literally like rows of different shades of colors.
I know, I love it.
It's crazy.
Some fresh ones that just came in, 2 days old, flower. These other ones, I have to look on the phone. Let's see.
Nice.
What's these other ones? Day 61 for most of these over here, except for that one in the corner. And these are 3 weeks behind, and these are just 2 days old in the flower.
Crazy. Those ones to the right, they're like that's hard to even like they look purple, but they look
Pinkish,
red
pinkish
almost,
purple, black.
reddish. Yeah.
It's like
They're
a red,
beautiful,
deep
that's all I
purple.
know.
Let's
Those are
see.
gorgeous.
Let me
The flowers look real nice on those.
get a green, something green in here with it.
Yeah, those are pretty.
I love that. And I'm very
These are
big
my,
on color.
though, that one's from my candy line. These are from my tropical line.
Nice.
All these are my tropical line as well. Colors are starting to come in on these. I don't know if it's going to focus.
You can kind of see a little bit of the color coming on. It's like on the edges and stuff, the tips and the edges. Yeah, you can definitely see them starting to purple out a little bit.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you
Beautiful.
can really see it there. Yeah, those are pretty. Look at the frost, like, just keeps stacking on there. Powder puff purple, Taz says.
Yeah. Powder puff purple.
Nice.
That one's not as
Frosty.
frosty, but it's starting to purple up.
Oh, all of those have a healthy
Jeez.
amount of frost on them. They all have really, really nice trichome production. Wow.
Thank you, thank you.
Nice.
Beautiful.
And those are still, I think, those purpley ones. I don't know if those are the same ones that we were just looking at a couple minutes ago. Oh no,
That
yeah,
one.
so the one beside it, the really purple one, I still think that's my favorite one.
This one.
Yeah, just as an overall.
Let's see if it'll focus.
The flowers just look gorgeous.
Everything about that plant is gorgeous.
Yeah. But like the leaves add so much to it, like the colors of the leaves and everything. But like when he focuses in on the actual flowers itself, my God, like even those that looks like the greasy candy.
No, this one is groovy smoothie. Was it straw and juiced sugar cane.
Nice.
She's actually pregnant too as well. I don't know if you can see it. It's gonna come through. She's
Oh yeah,
making a seed increase with her. She's pregnant.
nice.
Beautiful.
This one's got the candy in her. This is my trop candy.
Alicia says frost advisory.
That's
We got a frost warning in effect right now. Snow squalls in Lowe's Grows tents.
that's a must, or it can't be. It's not kept over here.
Yeah, looking good, man.
Thank you, thank you.
She's pretty too. Black. I can't get over how dark it is.
This one's starting to go that color. We got some thick buds on it though.
Yeah, she's got some fucking chunkers on her. She got that badonkadonk.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I was gonna toss her too because she's really lanky, but that was that one couple weeks ago that I was like, I don't even like it. It's so lanky. That's
Yeah.
that lanky one. Yeah, that's the lanky
Wow.
one. It's all legs, but the top flowers are very nice.
They look pretty solid too.
You do.
What kind of nutrients I use? Dr. Earth and worm castings.
Nice.
Premium gold. And what's that one?
That's the dry, and I also
Flower
use
gold.
the. Oh yeah, the
Premium
premium
gold.
premium
Premium
gold
gold
and
and
flower
flower
girl.
gold. Oh, flower
Flower
girl.
girl. Yeah. Was it 394 444?
Nice.
Great time. sort of like dye grain basically, but this one got
Yeah.
just a little bit more on the flour, but
Yeah,
still
the flower
444 on the.
284 I think is the Gaia Green Power Bloom. 284. So you got like a 394 on that one, which is a little better.
That's what I use. I use the Dr. Earth liquid as well for the 1 gallons just to keep them going. But I do use the dry as well for the 1 gallons, but I use the liquid once a week.
Okay.
Look at that.
Real simple.
So when you're using your drippers, what are you using for that for nutrients? Are you using like a liquid nutrient for that, or
I'm
are you amending it and
same
then just using
same
go
nutrients. Still doing the dry with the liquid, but the liquid's getting fed at very low. I'm like point five or maybe 1.2 milliliters on the gallon, maybe if that. Usually around about point five on the feeding. Just keep the reservoir full.
nice?
But I use the drippers. I don't and I don't use the stakes. So I just pretty much use like I guess a splash method. So you just come out with the let's see. I don't have them. I don't have them up. I got them in, but I don't have them up. I ended up took everything out. These are going to be going in the trash later tonight. But I got them coming out just pretty much a compensator, and I got stoppers on each one, and it's going to drips out the stop. So I can throw some
Okay.
dry
Okay.
nutrients right underneath the soil, and so I'm still getting the dry nutrients still getting dripped on.
So are you still using that same system that you had before with those drippers, or are you using
Same
something different now?
same
Sweet.
system.
Same thing. Same thing. Yeah, I still got
I
mine.
need to upgrade, but it still works.
Yeah, I still got mine. Mine's still in the box. I got all the attachments and everything for like I bought all the was it Rainbird?
Yeah,
Yeah, I bought all the Rainbird hose, black hose, and got all everything I need, and then I just did something else instead. But I have it, and I think in the near future that might be something that I pull out and use on 110.
Green bird.
yep. I
Okay.
got those emitters. I also have the sprinkler head emitters.
So
All my
that little
connectors,
system
all the
that
good
you got
stuff.
there will do all of that. Any type of dripper system you can put on the end of that,
About
as long as it's
the pump's
compatible
powerful
with
enough
the.
about
Yeah.
it's good like about 10, 15. I'll put 15 on it and it still works on all drippers. It's a little bit on the laggy side, but it all come out even. I wouldn't go
Yeah,
any more than 15 on that little pump. But I'm gonna
I
upgrade
think
pumps.
I think they say that in the instructions on that. I think they say we'll do up to 15 on those little ones.
I think so too, because I did do 15 in here, but it's laggy. So I went 10 fits better in here as well. So I went down to 10. There's no issues. But I recommend get just a regular pump. Go get you an AC Infinity pump or something. You'll a little better. But for the little amounts I do for the 1 gallon, it works fine. Till it goes
Yeah,
out, I'm not gonna change it.
and you're mainly using those on like your breeding rooms where you don't want to open the tents, right?
Yeah, I just as soon as pretty much right there and when releasing pollen, a couple weeks in, then donors getting tossed out, so it's getting I don't know a few weeks in, then it's getting cut off, and I'm just gonna go back to hand water.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it ain't getting
Super
used
smart idea
twenty four
for
seven.
when you don't want to open the tent. Like that's a great way to uh to fix that, I guess, like just a little self-watering system. And like when I was looking at getting the self-watering system, I asked you which one you were using, and you told me it's super affordable on Amazon for somebody that's just trying to like get into the self-watering thing. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect.
Really cheap. Everything comes with it, except for the black line. They get clear tubing with the kit, but it's really
Yeah.
cheap.
I think I bought like 100 feet of it for like $10 or something. It wasn't very expensive.
Mm-mm. The extras added on, really, yeah, it's not much.
That was one of
Maybe
the
spend
first.
another.
That's one of the first things you
Go
told
ahead.
me too. Was it comes with clear, but don't even use it. Just get the black stuff.
Yeah, you just use that for your airline. Don't even worry about the water on that.
Exactly. You start getting algae and shit in there, and yeah,
Exactly. It worked for a little while, but it's gonna be bad after a little while.
couple few
There we
uses
go.
as it's sitting in the light like that with water in there, it's gonna turn pink.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your plants ain't gonna be happy either. Gonna be looking like these that ain't getting watered, and I don't know. It ain't been watered since Christmas. I don't know how it's still alive.
Yeah, fuck. I'm always impressed
Beautiful.
when you show your garden.
I know, right?
These are day
It's always
22 flower.
Nice.
no, it's
Got some nice
fantastic.
legs on these.
Yeah, they do. It's crazy. That's quite the upskirt shot there.
No doubt.
Yeah,
I love that
nice
when you
work,
could
man.
see the light coming down from when you're looking up like that. It's like my favorite. Yeah.
That's a nice picture right there.
That and the colors are usually my two favorite things.
Yeah.
Oh, one more down.
Yeah, I love doing that in my tent. Like you take your phone and then put it on so it's like selfie mode kind of thing. Set it on your pot
Yes.
and then just like so I have a remote that I can use to take pictures so I don't even have to touch the phone. Or you can just kind of
You're
like reach in and
fancy.
stay out of the picture. I got it with a tripod. It came with it. It's like just like a little
I just
Bluetooth
lay on the
remote.
ground and point up.
That's
You
me.
can do that too. But I just lay it on my pot and then hit the photo button and it just takes it straight up. Lighting companies love it when you display their lights like that too. Yeah, looks good. Those look nice. They got like perfect spacing in between. They're all gonna connect.
Yeah, this one stacks hard.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's gonna be a nice solid colas on there.
This is the candy.
That's the PGK or just candy.
Yep, that's the PGK.
Nice.
She's about the same. On the stack, she'll connect. Be some solid colors to the top.
J-Rat says whenever Lowe's comes on, it feels like I'm seeing garden heaven.
Yep.
Oh, don't get it twisted. He's got garden hell right behind him. He's
Oh
got
yeah,
all the
that's
the plants he's thrown in the trash or in the fire pit or you just don't.
we. I
Yeah, he's
went
got
through.
heaven and hell in there. Don't you worry, J Rats.
I'll show you the cups that I just ended up taking out. This is a stack of cups that just got took in the trash.
See that cups.
They all got to get washed. I cleared out.
Oh,
I
that's
cleared out
good.
a lot though. These are awesome cuts.
Wow.
These are going to get replaced in here from the new ones that I was talking about. Well, me and you talked about a while ago. It's going in the breeding room next.
Yep.
Beautiful.
These are
That's fucking crazy.
all them.
I just took a couple clones today. Oh no, those weren't
A
today. Those
few,
were.
couple on a couple of super clone of a super crop. Sorry,
So this
Nice.
I
just
already
goes
got
to
some nice
okay.
tail.
So I got a question about your cloning process, and I've probably asked you this 12 times already, but for anybody that's new at cloning, because you got a few different methods of cloning going on here. You have like your
So
cloning
I want to clone this run, so
box.
I need to pay attention.
So you got your cloner right there, where you got all your plugs in there and your You got sprayers down there spraying the bottoms of everything. Yep. Okay. And then for somebody that doesn't necessarily want to go out and buy a cloner, to the left over there, you got cups full of water. And I'm sure you got maybe something, some kind of a solution in there where it may not just be water, but what are you using for your
You,
solution?
if you was literally didn't have anything, go get you a cup, some water, and if you're gonna aerate it, and then throw it in a cup of water. Legitly, it's
Yeah.
simple as that. Really, I sort of like that method better in my cloner. I actually have almost 100% out of throwing in the cup, more than around 90% out of these out of the cloner. So
Okay.
I sort of prefer cup method because if you look up here, every one of these up top are all cup clones.
Hmm.
Some of these need to be changed out. I ran out of solo cups, but all these cup clones. But go get you some water, throw it some water, change the water out every couple of days, every 2 3 days,
Yeah.
and leave it. And just, there you go. You want to have some roots come out. But if you got some
pH
clone in it,
water,
straight out the tap. Don't even worry about it.
just
You
top.
ain't got to
Yeah.
pH it. You don't have to pH it. You can if you want to. None of these are pH'd. All these are straight mixed. But if you got a little bit of bleach solution, mix you about. Let's see, what do I use? I got my little scoop over here. I'm using eighth of a teaspoon in a gallon.
Okay. Of
Clean,
bleach.
yeah, straight bleach. Some cheap. Go get you some cheap Walmart.
Yep.
A little lemon scent. Don't matter though.
Okay.
And mix it up.
Hmm.
And then you have some nice clean water. It's going to clean your clones. The water's going to be good sterile. Everything's going to be nice and clean.
Yeah, so that'll help
But you don't
take
have
any
to.
bacteria, get rid of any of the bacteria, germs, anything like that from your hands or
Yeah.
from scissors or anything like that that you're cutting them with. Which you should
Exactly.
sterilize all that before you do it, but I mean, we don't live in a perfect world, so
Yeah. But that's pretty much the easiest method if you don't have anything extra. Or you can just cut them, put them in a couple of soil and some soil, and just go from there. I have better results throwing them in a cup of water, at least for a day or two. It'll harden them off for you. You don't have to worry about a dome. They'll be hard in a couple of days. You can plant them in your soil and go from there. But I prefer throwing them in. They give them, harden them off. I just took these the other day. They're already nice, solid,
So do
solid
you
cuts.
leave
They can
the
go
light on
straight in the
them?
soil.
Do you leave the light on them
24/7.
24/7? Yeah.
Yeah, this light, and that corner light's 24.
okay.
Yeah, they
So
get 24 hours. You can do
when you
18,
take
but 24
those
hours.
so when you take those rooted clones and you go, it's just the clone. There's no plugs, there's no poco, there's no peat moss, no nothing. Just that right there. You take that and you put that into a solo cup from there,
Yep. I'll either go to a solo cup.
and do you go with any type of a nutrient solution, or do you just go straight solo cup of your soil that you're using and water, or do you
Media
amend
choice
those solo
and
cups?
media choice. All mine's already amended because I reuse my soil. So medium of choice. If you amend before you do, just treat it like a seedling, but you can give it a little bit
Right.
more food,
Okay.
basically.
Because I have one of those cloners as well, and I had great luck rooting clones, but it was when I took those clones from there and then planted them. It's almost like they wanted to be hydro at that point. So when I took them from the sprayers and the bubbler and blah 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 blah, took them from there, planted them into my solo cups, it's like they just wilted and died. They didn't like it.
Yes. I, see, like if I would have been paying attention, these would have been planted way on ago. Like I should go for this method. It won't hurt your clones to like just have some you know, you got the little bumps or just itty bitty roots is the best way to take them out. If you leave them in there, pretty much get them long roots. It's pretty much for Instagram or for hydro. That's in my opinion.
Yeah.
I go even from here. Even from here, I'm trying not to get long roots. Plus, they're in the baskets too. Let me turn this off so I can show the baskets.
Yeah.
But
So when
mine's
you
got
put
the
them
they're
in,
baskets.
there.
when you
Go
put
ahead.
them in the water, do you scrape the end of the stick at all, or do you just put it just like that?
I'm cutting. Well. If you want the full, I'm going with my scissors with a spray bottle of some bleach, 10% bleach.
You
I'm
okay?
spraying my scissors on the first cut, and they going directly in the water as soon as after I make my cut.
So you cut like a 45-degree angle on them, right at one of the
Yeah,
ends,
45.
and then they go
Yeah.
straight
Yeah,
into your water bleach solution.
exactly. Hold on. Matter of
And then
fact, since
that,
I'm
and
about
then
to trash
that's
these,
and then that's how they stay until they root and you plant them.
here we go. I'll do one right here for you. I'm about to trash these other ones.
Hell
You know,
yeah.
I'm not pretend there's water already in here. With my bleach.
RJS says he makes me want to throw the roommates out to have more room.
I only got one hand, but I'm gonna do it proper though. I got my garden bleach right here. I'm gonna clean them off. I'm gonna sit you down for a second. I'm gonna wipe her off.
Now is that the same? You dilute that like an eighth of a tablespoon in with or an eighth of a teaspoon, sorry, in with a gallon, basically. Is that what that would work out to? Or is that one a little bit
But 10 to
heavier?
1,
Okay.
10 to 1. You know, like most of them got the ratios on it. 10 to 1 on it. Let's see if I can do this one handed. I go by my clippers. That's my measure.
I've actually heard that before. That's a good way to do it.
Legit, yeah. That'll be my cut. We're gonna cut this autoflower
You
up
go
like
for
we want
that.
cone it.
So
So I'm
you
gonna go
use
right
your
here at the nose. See if
you
I can get
use
in
your
here.
snips to measure it and then go to the closest node to that.
Yeah, I don't think I can do this with one hand. Maybe. We're gonna try. Got my 45. Now I'm going directly in the water without even cleaning it off yet. And then I'm gonna finish off my cuts. If I'm taking more cuts, I'm gonna finish off my cuts. Let them chill for a minute. Then I'm gonna clip them off. And I'm gonna clean them off real good. Get all the edges off. Make me a nice
Nice.
cut. And she gonna cheat.
Usually you don't snip your leaves. Like I've seen a lot of people where they kind of like pull them up in like a ponytail kind of thing and then snip the tips off. I don't really
If
see
you're
that
going in
in
the
my
dome,
garden.
if you're going in a dome and scrape the soil, yeah. But I don't cut my leaves.
Okay.
I
Now,
leave them
would you
straight
recommend
in the
doing
cut.
it during flower or during veg, or it doesn't really matter?
Veg, preferably,
Veg.
but it doesn't matter. Let's trash that. Veg, preferably, but
What do you mean? You don't need that one?
no, I don't need that one. It's autoflower anyway. These are
Right.
autoflowers. They're literally going in the trash. Probably after the live,
Mm,
they're just going in the trash.
Gotcha.
I need this
poor
room.
things.
The breeding room, the breeding run failed. So we're gonna
That's
trash the
what
rest of the
the lady at the gardens at my grow shop was telling me. She said when I do my clones, I take my snips and that's what I use to measure. I cut all my clones as close to the same size as my snips as I can. I just go
exactly.
down to the closest node. She said I don't go up unless it's like right above it, but if it's like a ways away, I'll go down to the next node.
Yep.
So it might be a couple inches longer than your snips, but she said I always use that as my gauge. I try not to be shorter than that.
Yeah, try
Which
you
is
can go
I mean
longer and then cut it short after the fact.
yeah, that's what she was saying too. Like it's better to go taller than short. Like not that you can't still clone the little baby branches because you can, but if you want to start off with something sufficient, it's better to go a little bigger.
Exactly.
Well, it keeps everything
So,
pretty uniform too. Like when if you're gonna take a bunch of clones and then put them all in the same tent, if they're all close in size when you start, chances are
yep.
they're all gonna stay close as they grow up, right? And that's why Lowe's tents are all pretty fucking uniform with the canopies.
Except for this one, we got some stretchers and some
Yeah, but
non-existent stretchers.
once you get into flower, it's a little harder to keep that unless you're gonna start super cropping and bending shit over, right? But in veg,
Exactly.
your tents stay pretty consistent. Like look at that one right there. You got one stretcher right there, and the rest of them are pretty even.
And then these are fresher. These just came off the rack. Now you're going to clone tonight. Awesome.
So
Get them
I
in,
tried
clone them
cloning
up.
twice. The first time it was an accident, and I was like, I'm just going to throw it in a bottle of water. And it actually grew roots and everything. The second time,
Yep.
I was actually trying to clone it, and I failed.
That's the ones you want. It always happens that way. The ones you don't want always come out. But the ones you need, it's like, man.
I've done it a
But
couple
if
ways
I
too. I've even done it where you go straight. Like I
that'd
use
be a
Pro
good
Mix
cut.
as my medium, but I've even gone as
Same.
far as instead of putting it into water and leaving it in water or into a cloner, I've taken all my clones, put them all into my water or my solution or whatever. And once I'm done, you go through the process of getting them all cleaned up. And then I've even gone and put like, like the rooting gel, whether it's like Clonax or whatever it is. There's a whole
Aloe
bunch of different
vera.
ones. Aloe vera is a good one, yeah. But I've even gone straight from the cup of water into my cloning gel, straight into there, and then I put the dome over top of it. And then
And that's why
when
he's
I
got
start
aloe
seeing
veras all over.
when I start seeing roots coming out the bottom of the solo cups, I know I'm good to start transplanting.
Yeah,
So you would put that
that works.
on the roots after, like just before you would plant it in the soil? Because I never got as far as into the soil.
I put that on the cutting after you cut it.
So while it's in the solution, like just before you put it in the solution.
Take a
Like
like a
that one he
scoop on
cut.
the end of it.
Yeah, he's talking about dip it in the solution right now and then go into the soil.
Yeah.
To the
Into your
okay.
soil or like your little cube. Like a lot of people use Rockwell cubes or
Yeah.
Trash.
those peat pucks or whatever. You know what I mean? Like
Some
there's
kind
so
of
many different
medium.
versions. There's so many different versions of like cloning cubes or seed starters or whatever. You can use pretty much anything, but the cup of water method is by
Jiffy's,
far.
anything.
I just wanted you to kind of touch on that because I know like a lot of people struggle with cloning, and it is a very simple process. It's just a matter
Oh, speaking of.
of doing it and being patient sometimes because sometimes they take a little longer than others.
Yeah, some of
Yes.
them takes forever. You're looking at 2+ weeks, and you're like, man, what? I just want to trash it. It's not gonna do anything.
But in
Sometimes
my
you
opinion,
couple
at
days.
that point, sorry, go ahead.
I don't know. I'll say some of them just a couple days. That's about it.
But I
So
like
what would
when I
you
look at the
recommend
ones.
it? At what point would you throw them out and say they're not going to grow?
Oh, they'll
Couple
they'll tell you.
weeks.
Yeah, a couple weeks. They'll sort of tell you. Like here, I'll show you an example. I got some right here in my pool. There's a weak one right there. They'll tell you.
So
They'll
what I
start
Oh,
was
looking.
gonna
okay.
They'll
say
start looking
is
sad.
even if they haven't produced roots, but the plant still looks healthy, like the cut still looks extremely healthy, but it hasn't put roots out, and say you're sitting at like 2 weeks, you haven't seen any sign of roots, but the plant still looks healthy. Those ones I wouldn't throw away. Those ones I would let go, but some of them they start browning and curling down and drying up and not
Yeah.
looking overly healthy.
As long as
I
they're
could use a
alive,
couple
then they're
of those.
good.
In my opinion, I don't like it's been a long time since I've cloned, but I used to do it all
Some
the
I'm looking
time,
rough.
and I always found even if they were taking a long time, but as long as they were still, you see how he's got a lot there that don't even look like they all look like they have roots. Some of them are fresh cuttings and they all look like they're growing plants. Like when they still look like that two
Here's
weeks
some.
in, I'm keeping those ones.
Yeah, if they look like that,
Yeah.
Nice.
real healthy, nice and healthy. And yeah, keep them in. But if they start looking like these back here that need to be trashed, yeah, those just trash them. When they start looking horrible.
That's
Or
great
if you're in
info.
the
Thanks.
water, or if you're in the water, you get that. If you don't change your water out, you'll get the pathogens in your water, and you'll get that slime on your stems. Your fruits,
Yes,
stems will be starting to turn brown. You either get slime buildup. I don't know what the word is for it, but you get that
that's what
buildup on the
happened. That's
roots.
what happened to my other one. It was like all slimy.
So I think in a case like that, I think I would probably add like the minimal amount of hygrozyme, the enzyme formula, because
Oh,
that's designed to go after that bacteria, which is that slime. That's what's happening on the end there. It's like a root rod almost, but it's on your stem. So if
yep,
you add a little bit of the hygrozyme enzyme formula, like their original blend,
Yeah.
um, it will probably help prevent that.
So
It's
add
probably
it
not a
to
hundred
the
percent
water.
fix, a very minimal amount, like very, very
Yeah.
minimal. You
Okay.
wouldn't need a lot. Like it'd be like a half a milliliter per gallon, like it'd be very little, very little.
Okay. Nice.
Just help keep it clean. That's all. But I mean, like even with your bleach solution, I mean, I think that would probably do the same thing. It would kill any
Same.
bacteria,
Yeah.
which would help prevent that soft, kind of like brown, slimy stem.
Hmm.
yep. And don't use clear containers either. I sort of ran out, so
Well, you got a stack of them over there now, so I'm sure you'll be fixing that in no time.
yeah. Well, those have been used for soil, so I'm not gonna put them in the straight water. I got to get brand new ones for that.
No, but
I
you
think I
you
got
could
a
just
few
put
more
you
left.
could put those you could just set those clear cups in the soil cup and it's
I could
covered.
do that. Hey. There
Just
we
double
go.
them up, buddy.
That's what I
Just double them
usually
up.
do when I germinate,
Yeah.
so I could
Yeah,
see
I
the
did the
roots.
double cup. Yeah, I do the
See,
double.
I love putting them in a clear cup and then putting them into the red, blue, black,
The
whatever
red.
color
Oh,
solo cups you get. Oh yeah.
nice.
We're gonna have to get you on board with some bud cups, buddy.
I man, I want to. I mean, I've got some, but I
It's a
can't
lot.
pay that
You need
much
a
for how
lot.
many. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
Eh,
need a lot.
I
unless they're
legitly got some right
sponsoring
here.
him.
If they can sponsor me, yeah, I got some black ones right here. But four of them is not really gonna cut it.
No, no, you need like 400 of them.
I'm
I can do
actually
one
using
just
my
for like.
first bud cup this run, so I'm excited to see. I have the one bud cup, and then I have the rest solo, and I'm just curious to see how that's going to work for me.
I think they're pretty cool. I think it's a really cool concept what they did there.
It is. I still haven't used them.
I
I've had them
do.
for a
Yeah,
while.
I like it.
I want to use them.
Yeah,
You like them good?
I've had a couple of them since like May, and I haven't used them yet because I only had the two of them. And then I said the other day, well, not the other day, like a week or two ago, I bit the bullet and said, fuck it. And when I ordered a set of yellow and a set of black ones. So I got 5 black ones and 5 yellow ones right now because I had one yellow one, one black one. Bunny and I
Okay.
met Curtis, the redhead dude. We met him
Yeah.
in Toronto, and he gave us a yellow one and a black one each. But like I said, I haven't
Okay.
used them yet. But the concept of them sounds fucking great. But for you,
Yeah, I
it's a
like
I'm
little
them.
bit
excited.
different because you, like
Yeah,
you
if they can
said, you got
sponsor me, yeah, I definitely will fill it up. They'll have nothing but some black cups everywhere. That's for sure. Black and yellow
you
cups.
have.
It'd be like Wiz Khalifa.
It's so funny because I said I was gonna do a half yellow and a half black, and I was gonna do the Wiz Khalifa black and yellow.
Oh, really?
Put the song in the reel. Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna do. And then I was gonna make fun of DeWalt.
Oh, nice, nice. I know
Fuck
Tyler.
it, yeah.
Tyler ain't gonna like that very much.
Oh, well, that's really it was to him and Bunny.
I just in one ear out the other.
Yeah, she doesn't even listen to me anymore.
Mm-mm.
I say red and black, she hears yellow and black.
I got
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
you. Oh, I wish I could take his top on this one though. That'd be a great cut. But I had to take them from the bottom of those.
So
You got a runner.
so
That's the best way to take.
I guess that leads me into one last question for you. Do you prefer top cuts or lower cuts?
Top.
Top. Do you find the
Yeah, I
tops
like the
take a little
sticker.
bit longer because they're a little thicker?
Sometimes, not always, strand dependent, but yes, most of the time they take a little longer. But I like a little bit thicker
Yeah.
start.
Yeah, 'cause you get a little it's a little bit more woody by the time you get up to the top, where at the bottom they're still really pliable and like green.
Yeah, but it depends on what I'm doing at the time too. Like these, I had a I cleaned her bottom. Like I had to take I had to take the lowers on this one. It's a
Yeah.
it's a diary. So I had like if I'm running from somebody, I want to keep the tops. I want to see what the tops look like. Be able to showcase the tops,
Yep.
and I'll take the lowers. But if it's mine, it's the whole tops. Like this one right here, all the tops of this one got took for clones. But that one will be a perfect one. Hit it back right here. See a long little start. Cut her down a little bit. Need a great little top.
Yeah. It would be. Yeah, I always found that they took a little bit longer, but they were always much better in the end.
I'm gonna put that back in a minute.
Like
Yeah, they are. They do take a little
you
longer
spend a little
sometimes.
bit more time rooting them, but they always ended up being much better quality clones in the end. For me
Yeah.
personally, that's not a rule, but that was just me, my personal experience.
Yeah, they give it a nice start. Yeah. Give it more, a little stronger. Like some of these right here, this would be like a lower, a little bit smaller. Actually, no, that'd be a better choice. But versus that, no, nothing. Let's see. I might not have a good cut up here. Well, there's a re-veg and a other cut. Sort of not this look. It's not much difference. Just get a little start, a
Nice,
little healthier start.
nice.
Can't really show much.
Looks good, man.
It does.
I'm
It
I
looks
always
appreciate it.
amazing.
impressed. I'm always impressed. We're gonna pull a little bit of information out of you each and every week until we're all at your
Yep.
level.
I
That that's
don't
gonna
care to
be a
share.
Lowe's Grows session.
Yeah, Lowe's Grows training session. Yeah. Oh, you got 3 in that one?
Yeah, I've got 3 autos on that one, and I've got 3 autos on this one. 5 gallon.
Nice.
Just some of mine, just to play with.
Plus, I did with the greasy candy outside this year. I put 2 per pot. I think I had like 3 pots that had 2 in them, and 1 pot that only had 1 or something like that. I can't remember.
These are the
I ran out of my 5-gallon pots that I was using outside, so I ended up doubling some of them up.
why not make it work?
It worked. I mean, the plants didn't get huge, but I mean, I still got a nice little harvest out of it, and it was quality, and I was happy with it. So,
That's all that matters right there. As long as you're happy
and
with it.
I put them out there really late too. It's not like I put them out there when we put our outdoor plants out. I put them out like halfway through the season.
Oh yeah, so they didn't even get to have time to veg out long then.
Yeah, I don't even think they didn't get even close to their full potential in size, but it
These
was an
are the
afterthought,
crosses
and I was like, fuck it, I'm doing it.
off that. Yeah, just throw them out there, see what they do.
Nice.
Yeah. Of course, we got the re-veggies over here.
Yeah. Those look so fucking funky, man.
I know.
It's so cool to watch, though. That's something I've never tried either. Like that's something I'd really love to do is a re-veg on something.
It's not the time. I'd rather take cuts. I'm about over the time it takes on some of them. Some of them go quick. Others take forever.
Yeah.
I think this has been a month for this one. That's all I've got from that one. They're the same age. They came out of the same room. These haven't budged. They got just a little bit here and there on these two.
I've seen people do re-veges 3 months and only have as much as the one that you had like the
Yep.
little amount of growth on there. I've seen people with 3-month re-veges and they only have that much. So I mean, even a month or month and a half, that's not bad.
Yeah, but still, it just takes up so much space, takes up so much room. You gotta
Yeah.
have how tall these are. You gotta have space for them.
Yeah, but in my opinion, you're not doing that to everything. You're doing that to something special. You're doing that because specifically you want to preserve that one. You're not just doing it
Yeah,
for the sake of doing it, and you know, unless it's your first time doing it, you might be doing it just to try it. But like when you get to
that
your
one
level,
failed in the cloner actually.
you're not doing it for the sake of doing it. You're doing it because you found something special and you want to keep it.
Oh yeah, that was very nice, very nice. That was the one I was talking about last week. That one of them is the one that's taking forever. The lowest growth, the motor breath comes red velvet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then I got the second one. We got a GMO to red velvet, and both of those are taking forever. But they was really good. I had to save them for Christmas and New Year's.
Nice.
That was my Christmas and New Year's smoke.
Nice. Save
But those are
the good for
really
the
nice.
special
Then we got
occasions.
yeah, that was really good. That's why the only reason why they're still here, and they failed in the cloner. So we had a re-veg. Then we got a big old male in the back here in the corner. If I can get to it, that's a big male back here.
Nice. Take some pollen off him.
I'm gonna take refresh him, and he's gonna go outside get some
Nice.
pollen off of him.
Nice.
Beautiful. I just
Thank
love
you.
that view.
It's a little bit of work, but it ain't too bad.
Yeah, the defoliation must be fun.
Oh yes. Better have a couple trash bags on deck.
Jeez. Beautiful. Great
This
job.
one's thank you. Yeah, this one's gonna be fun.
What kind of lights do you use?
These are in the was the 2019 model of the Viper Spectre X, was the XS 2000. They make a newer model,
Okay.
but it's not as powerful as the old model. This was a 2019 model, and they switched it to the new model. Had a little bit more juice.
Nice.
These are the Mars Hydro Evo SC 4000 for this one.
Nice. They're all loving it, that's for sure.
And we got the Viper Spectre KS 3000 over here.
Nice.
And discontinued, I think this was 2018. What model was this? I think it's the Bloom. Is it? It's not Bloom Plus, but Bloom Spectre. Bloom Spectre.
Mm.
It's off-brand, but it comes with a main wheel driver. I've had this thing for probably 2019, I guess. But it's still
I think I have one of those too.
Yes,
It's very
they had Bloom
very
Plus
similar.
model. Bloom Plus had a model. Was it Spotter Farmer had a model?
Yep.
This was Bloom Spectra. Bloom Spec is what it's called. But they discontinued these two as well. So there's some
I'll have to look at
old
mine and
model.
see what it is. I got mine. I don't. It might not be the same brand as what yours is. Mine was like an off-brand off Amazon, and I think I paid like $80 for it.
Same
And
on Amazon
I
special
just
too.
needed like a quick. I just needed a quick light for a few minutes, and I was like, "Fuck! I don't want to spend like $200-300 on a light for something I'm probably not going to use much." I got it. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Fuck!
Yeah.
I actually really like this little light. Like, it's perfect for like little spaces."
This was one of my first ones that I got for like indoors. I had the Blurple first from the Bloom Spec, and then I bought two of these to go. So I had one Blurple that was made for a 3x3, and I ended up buying these two just to fill in here. So I had three lights, and this one at first. Then I got this room. Then I double the lights in this room at that time.
Yeah,
But yeah, they're still kicking.
nice. Yeah, that was like my 5x5. Like I never had a big light for that 10. I had four Mars Hydro TS1000s in that 10, all daisy chained together.
Yep.
So
So
I
make it
mean,
work.
it worked, but I mean, it probably wasn't the best case scenario. You know what I mean? But it
I bet it
worked.
ran
You know,
hot too, though.
it did run a little warm. Yeah, I
Yeah,
had, but I did have an 8-inch carbon filter and inline fan in there. So I mean, I was moving a lot of air in that tent.
oh yeah, so it wasn't that bad.
I was
See, I think
bringing,
I'm
I
gonna
had
have.
a 6-inch blowing air in, and I had the 8-inch blowing air out. Plus, I had all my
Oh
oscillating
yeah,
fans inside. So, I mean, I was moving a lot of air in that tent.
you had plenty of movement.
So,
I think I
as
might end
far
up
as,
having a little bit of light bleaching at the end of this run.
oh
I'm
yeah,
maxed on light.
yeah, you're
I
getting
got.
close,
I
eh?
can't stick my finger out. Well, yeah, I can go all the way through, maybe barely with my finger to the
Yeah,
carbon filter.
you have to put your filter on the outside and just run your hose in.
I might have to because we're very close already. A couple inches over here.
I'm actually thinking about doing that when I get everything set up. I'm actually thinking about just running the hose in, just poking through the little vent hole a little bit, and then setting everything up on top. I'll cut a piece of plywood to fit right on top of the tent from bar to bar kind of thing, and then just mount the
Yeah,
fan and the filter up top on that, and then just leave it outside the tent. That way, if I have to, I can bring the
that
vents
worked.
right to the ceiling if I have to.
Yeah, it cuts out a good little bit of space. So yeah, it
Yeah,
will help.
it cuts out like a good like 10 inches probably,
Yeah.
almost a foot.
So I sound like the noise from it when it's outside the room. And I have my setup. I would like to, but I have to get an extra one because I have all mine connected together. All my rooms are connected.
Yeah, crazy. And I see you're using all AC Infinity connections.
All AC Infinity, all line, exhaust,
I
tents.
I really actually like their vent hoses.
Oh
They're
yes,
nice. To me, they just look cleaner than the silver ones. You know what I mean? I have
yeah,
both.
much cleaner.
Yeah.
I really like the black ones over the silver ones, but I mean, it really doesn't do anything different. But
Nothing different.
nice, man.
But it
Well,
is cleaner though.
yeah, I think so.
Yes.
It just
Yep.
blends in with everything. It just makes it so you almost don't even see it. You know what I mean? Where the silver ones are like, "Holy
I don't
crap."
even notice mine anymore. Exactly for that reason. Except for my intake.
Mhm.
My intake is a silver one, and I notice that one. But the black one, I don't notice it anymore.
Silver in the tent might not stand out as much, and black might. But outside of the tent, if you're running them like what Lowe's has it right now, he's got them all laying across the top. The black ones would just kind of like hide themselves. They just blend in with the tents and everything.
Yeah, they just hang out.
Exactly.
Like you see them, they're there, but I mean, like it's all black. So nice.
Up and out. And that one's got its own 4-inch duct out.
Nice work, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
Well,
very
Kizzy,
thank
nice
you,
work.
thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
we won't keep you for any longer. We've kept you on here for a long time, but we appreciate you coming on and showing us and taking us to school a
Yes.
little bit, giving us a little lesson on cloning and
Appreciate
kind
that.
of your version of it because they're like everybody has their own version, but it's nice to like when somebody like you that has a million clones, a million plants. It's nice to hear your version of it because we clearly can see that what you're doing is working very well for you. So it's nice to be able to
Yes.
hear different versions of it. And you simplified it very, very nicely too. Like you showed
Yes.
the system that you can go out and buy and do it, and then you showed this cup cups and water. Like it doesn't cost you anything to do it that way.
Mm-mm.
So
Very simple. It's effective too.
yeah, I love it. Great work, man.
I appreciate
I
it.
hope you had
Again,
a
thank y'all for having me
Merry
on.
Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we can't wait to see you again.
I'll be
Like
Yes.
back. Y'all
always.
did. I hope y'all did too. I just hung out with
It
the
was good
family.
fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's all I did too. I just chilled with the fam.
Yeah. We got a little bit of something in the air and a little bit of drink in the cup. That's about it.
Yep, exactly, exactly. Good food in the belly, and you're good to go.
Oh, that's it. That's
Right.
it.
Yeah. All right,
Well,
brother.
y'all have a
Thank you
great
very
one.
much for popping on, and yeah, we'll let you get back to your evening, and we're gonna wrap her up.
All right. Well, I appreciate y'all having
All
me
right.
on. Y'all have a
Absolutely, man.
great start to the first new year.
Thank you
We will.
so
Thank you very,
much.
very much. And yeah,
You're
hope
Have
to
a
welcome.
see you
great
next
Y'all have
night.
a
Friday
great
or
one.
the Friday after or tomorrow or
Yes.
whenever.
I'll be back. I'll
All right.
get with you. All right.
Sounds good,
Y'all
man.
have a great
All
one.
right, later, brother.
You too. What a great
Nice.
night.
A good way to wrap things up. We got a little cloning lesson in
Yes.
there, so if anybody wants to go back and watch that, you can. Very, very simplified version of cloning that clearly works very well. So if anybody's
Yeah, I'm
struggling with
excited
that
to
or
try
you
that.
just want a little refreshment course, perfect. Right there.
Yes.
We
And
got
on
Chad
that note,
Westport in the house.
we will see you all Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern for
Yes, yes.
where Mark from Perfect Gardens will be there.
Drops of balance. One
Yes.
quick little thing. If anybody hasn't seen it yet, I just got reminded of this when I saw Chad Westport. Go check out The Woo.
The
If you
woo.
guys haven't seen The Woo, you need to go check that out. He just got his first episode on the Chad Westport YouTube page, and it's Westport University. I know you guys were all thinking Wu-Tang Clan, but it's Westport University. So go check that out. Chad's always got some great lessons. Awesome teacher, great dude. Go check him out, and
Yes.
Go back to university, folks. We could all learn something.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. He's got it right there in the chat.
Okay.
Wu-Tang forever.
All right, guys. Have a great night, and we will see you on Wednesday or next Friday.
Are we heading over to Discord for a few minutes, or
I don't know. Are we?
I don't mind for a few minutes. I probably won't be staying on all night, but I don't mind heading over there for a few minutes.
All right. So we will see you over on Discord in a little bit. Pee break and all that fun stuff, and we will see you there.
Sounds good.
Have a great night.
Peace out, everybody.